Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Tonight's game is The 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Please note that our channel utilizes no generative artificial intelligence. We do, however, use copious amounts of degenerate, authentic stupidity. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? Welcome, welcome! I see that Oak was here first over on Twitch saying, hey, Longa. I hope Oak's gonna get to say, I feel like you've had to leave early a fair amount lately. We miss you, Oak! Hope you're able to stay. Atlantic says, hey, hey, and then Oak with the whole command right after I just said something really nice about Oak. Cypher is rated with a party of two. Wow, like right off the bat. Do we have one of the mods here to do a quick shout out for Cypher, and then we'll get into the introductions, the hellos, the how are yas, and all of that good stuff. Oh yeah, it looks like Crystal's here to do the shout outs. Let's see if we get a clip over here from Cypher. There we go. Oh, is that some Pokemon? Oh, sorry, it's kind of hard to hear what you're saying in your clip. I don't know if our music is so loud, but I am enjoying the Pokemon cinematic there. But Cypher, how was your stream? What were you playing? Persona 5 Royal. Nice. Wait. You played that like a ton though. Didn't you 100% it, or am I misremembering? But welcome. I hope your stream went well. Like I said, I need to say all the hellos to everybody in the chat. Quickity says howdy. Was trying to do research on the upcoming route since I'm very semi-blind on this game outside of that route, with that in quotes. That reminds me, I was gonna ask, because I know that I think it was last time or the time before, Dermo, maybe it was Queen Katie, one of you guys said something about, maybe it was over on Discord, saying like, Logan better not go on that route, or he'll be punished or something like that. Have we avoided that? We've only made like 2 decisions so far. We've decided to spare Aito and to be honest with everybody about our time traveling powers. Is that route still an option, or have we averted catastrophe already? Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Let's see, Taco was here bright and early, saying not gonna be able to make a stream, but hello, okay, goodbye. What?
Hey, loser spray, no Clem, one for you. Okay, I slept.
I thought it was going to be Clam till the spray. I hope Clam comes soon. He's been very busy lately. Is some news to talk about the next time he is here. Some of you may be able to guess what that news is based on context of recent things talking about Clam. But thank you, Ruka, for the 10 bits. I'm sorry that you got to sleep already, but thank you for being here. Get some rest. If you can't sleep, feel free to come back and hang out. Good night, Ruka. And then Taco says, I might be able to stay for a little bit. All I do is listen to music at this point, bro. Well, we're happy to have you as much as you can be here, Taco. If you do need to leave, I'm sorry, but hopefully you can stay. Frilzy with a party popper. Taco says, Frilzy, my FA brat summer. Frilzy says, my FA bratverse winter. Termo says, so my FA brat year round. Taco says, my FA brat flower spring. Then Logan, are you bald? I'm not bald. This is hair. I don't know if you realize that's what all this stuff is. Oh, and also, wait, crap, are we getting lag? It looks like we're getting a little bit of lag, but I think it's resolving. Anyway, I forgot to mention also before the stream, there was a random Transformers check from Extemporaneous. I don't think Vera's here for it yet, but a random Transformers check, Blurred, G1, who is Blur and why is bro? Blur is a great litmus test for people making Transformers to know if they get it, because his whole thing is that he talks really fast. He's played by John Machida Jr., the guy with the world record for the fastest talking. And like any time somebody does like Blur in a comic book or something, if they're like, nah, I don't want him to talk fast, he'll just talk normal. It's like, you don't get it. You don't get it. Embrace this silliness. And a would you rather. Also, would you rather wear pants 3 sizes too big or shoes 3 sizes too small? Oh, too big of pants. Absolutely. Because you can like wear belts and it'll be like loose and baggy, but you're fine. Like too small of shoes, you can't wear those shoes without just destroying them, and then you don't have shoes. So yeah, too big of pants. I mean, it might be uncomfortable, it might be baggy, it might get all over the place, but yeah, wrap a belt around that, you're fine. Too small of shoes, like those shoes are either not getting on your feet or will have to be destroyed so badly that you might as well not be wearing shoes in the first place. That's what I think. But how is everybody? How was your weekend? I hope you're all doing well. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, then we'll get right into this. Crystal is saying, hey, Logan, what's up? And then Samantha says, how you doing, Crystal? Quigita says, I keep forgetting, I made thar. And then Crystal says, thar. Quigita says, shush. Crystal says, I changed my name. Oh, now you're Crystal Shri Snow Bonkers. But still got the bonkers. Oh, and 2 underscores. Oak says, I think I can stay today. Nice! And Cypher, thank you again for the raid. Oak says, might have to lurk for a bit because I'm thinking of making food, but I shall be here all stream. And Cypher says, not this clip. And then Krista with some dancing emotes. Okay, let's get into the game. I have wasted enough time. Actually, not wasted time. It's time well spent saying hi to you. I've spent enough time talking to all of you. Let's load up where we are. I also was thinking about this. I need to remember that even though we can like travel around, I probably ought to still keep staggering my saves. Just in case I don't know, maybe I don't need to now that we can access chapters and things. But as I was saying, last time we decided to spare Ato, and then the second choice was to tell everybody or not tell everybody that we're a time traveler, and we told everybody we're a time traveler. So Ato is now being kept in this cage. We have 3 days until the first round of attacks, which, by the way, I'm curious to see how the fights are going to go, because we've already done all the fights, and so the first and early fights of the base game should be very simple, very easy. So either they're going to still be easy, especially since now we have like the full roster of everybody. So either they'll still be easy and just be very grindy, or the game is going to need to come up with an excuse for why us traveling back in time would make the fights harder, which we'll see how it goes. And then 3 days after that, we are going to be over at Second to Last Defense Academy, hopefully saving Moko. But now we're going to know that Nozomi is really Karuha. Okay, so part of this will be a recap because I think we saved during this cutscene. When I entered the courtyard, Surei was already over by Ato's cage.
There, I've answered your questions. How about now you answer one of mine?
And we get to see how Ato's going to be getting all obsessed with Takumi, thinking we're not human.
Just what is Takumi?
Huh? I'd been heading over to join them, but stopped short when I heard my name. I decided to stay hidden and see where the conversation went.
So, you've been like this your whole life. Must be some kind of cognitive defect. I still don't get how such a fault could have occurred.
Oh, of course. I don't conform to your standards, so I'm just a defect. A mistake. Now answer my question.
Now, again, I'm assuming the fault is like how we could have gotten somebody with such a weird psychological abnormality here at the school. Which would seem to suggest, like, because we never figured out how they really selected us. There were all these attacks, and he came and was like, here, use the infuser. But it sounds like maybe Surei knew beforehand that the infuser would work on us?
What happened to Takumi? And did it really take you by surprise?
Oh, hang on, we got a pin message that has appeared on Twitch. This might be answered one of my questions before. Because the long one, Quig80 wrote this, pinned by Crystal, says, okay, assuming you somehow get through all of the previous choices in order, the choice that could lead to that route is on day 15. But me and Crystal will do our best not let you even lean on that route's wall. Well, tell you what, don't tell me until don't tell me it's coming up or anything other than day 15. I want to be surprised with what it is, and I want to see what it is. Whenever we get to day 15, I'm about to make a choice. I'll wait to make the choice till I hear from you, but I want to at least be able to say what my gut tells me to pick, if that's okay. But thank you very much for the pin message.
Or was it some kind of function you had prepared in advance? If it wasn't part of your plan, then why Takumi? What's so special about him?
I got big protag energy.
Is he perhaps not really human? Come on, tell me. I'm serious. I'm I'm dying to know more about him.
You know, and maybe the use of hemoanima is exclusive to whatever nationality or ethnicity that the invaders are from. And maybe the whole thing is we're all from, like, mixed race families?
This is the first time I've ever felt this way about a loathsome human.
See, he likes us! We did the good thing to spare. My goal is to domesticate him. And not like in the sense like domestic partnership, like marriage, but like domestic, like make him fit for society and no longer murderous. Oh, and a poll has now appeared on Twitch. Thing I knew about Logan. Oh, this sounds like a Rukov poll. He wears a calculator watch. He flirts with math facts. He showers clothed. All of the above, or A and B. All right, cast your votes. Tell me what you think you know about me, and I will read some more of the chat soon. But I want to try and get caught up to where we were last time before I spend too much more time away from the game.
Well, he's something of an irregular too, I admit. I may have to take steps against him if he gets out of line. But all of that's on a need-to-know basis. This is the last you'll hear of it, Outsuki.
Sirei left without another word, not even sparing Ato a passing glance. When I was sure he was gone, I left my hiding place and approached the cage myself. Huh? Takumi! Yeah, okay, here's where we left off last time. Okay, it only took us like a few minutes. So now let me read a few more comments in the chat that we'll get back into the game. Cyber says, I did, but this time I'm playing with over 150 mods. Oh, that's right, you were telling us about him last time. Like turning Ryuji into Dr. Pepper with black hair. Crystal said, lag check. Yeah, what was it lagging? It looked like it was happening to me. Cyber says, so it's way different. Oak said, is it lagging for anyone else or just me? Quita says, lag check. Cyber says, holy lag check. Quita says, oh no. Crystal says, yup. Atlantic says, lag on Broken Heart. It looks like it's better now, so hopefully it was just a blip. Crystal says, try to refresh everyone. Crystal said that route is still in the way. Okay, so it's not like that it was a route caused by like executing Ato or something like that. Let's see, and Quigita says, the choice that leads to that route is after your next choice. I don't know what day it'll be, but I'll come back to you in a bit, but we'll have raising alarms when it happens. Okay, like I said, wait to raise the alarms. I'll make sure when we get to day 15, I want to hear and process in my own brain what choice I should think before I check with you guys on the alarms. That makes sense? Cyber says, the main two mods I'm using for my 150 mod playthrough is Rose and Violet, where the story is changed to revolve around another mod, which is Kasumi's protagonist. Basically, Joe gets replaced by Kasumi. He never ran into Bald Man. Kasumi does. So it's like, darn. Well, I guess you can still, I guess brat is a gender non-specific word you can use. Cyber says, we should just call him Logan. Over on YouTube, Frozy says, if only there was some way to check. Starlove is back. Hi, I'm so happy whenever people like come once and then return. How are you doing, Starlove? Tago says, take off the wig. Do you wear wigs? I don't want to pull my hair. It would hurt to pull my hair. I actually have a hard time wearing hats and wigs. My cranium is very bulbous. Let's see. Fruzy with a party popper, Derma with a wave, Taka with a wave, Derma with another wave, Fruzy with a little emote. Toshi says, hello, everyone. How you doing, Toshi? Derma says, don't worry. I'll warn you if you get to the section before the critical choice. I'm not worried, though. It's a weird set of choices. You need to get to it. Taka says, I like music. Fruzy says, I like Toho. All right, let's play a bit more. Now that I've caught up a little bit. I'm still behind. We're like 14 minutes into stream. I'm probably only like 10 minutes behind, which is not bad. Let me have a sip of water, and we'll finally have our disc. I hope that maybe Ato can be like our Hannibal Lecter. I've never actually seen Silence of the Lambs. My understanding is that Clarice, I don't know what her last name is, but Jodie Foster's character, because she's like a detective or something, right? And she's hunting Buffalo Bill, is that the name of the serial killer? And so Hannibal Lecter is the cannibal serial killer that she talks to in prison. So Ato is our imprisoned murderer that we can like get tips about the psychology and insight of bad guys and monsters, demons, and invaders, right? Okay, let's do this. Takumi, you came all this way just to see me. How sweet. I'm so touched. What,
Logan's hair is a real, but he roots for the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Well, that's just because I played him in that play that one time. But also in a previous production of that play, I was Friar Tuck. And I actually had to wear a bald cap thing because it was one of those things where it's like the ring of hair and then the thing on top. It just kind of sat on my head. I think I put a piece of like tape to hold it to my hair. But even then, it would fall off sometimes. But thank you very much, Rukov, for the 10 bits. And the poll is almost done. So I guess we could check in on that. I know I said I was going to talk to Ato, but I guess there's business to be bizzed over on Twitch. It looks like the winner of the poll is he flirts with math facts, with 56% of the vote. Queen Katie contributing 4 channel points. That is Clam has said that. I still maintain it wasn't full-on flirting. It was just making conversation, extolling the virtues of a base 8 number system. You came all this way just to see me? How sweet. I'm so touched. The weird thing was, I think Ato actually was pleased to see me. He'd already made his hatred for me abundantly clear, so how could he greet me with such a genuine-looking smile? Well, I mean, maybe it's just that now he's just happy that he no longer has to pretend that we're not gross. Even after living with him for 100 days, I still had no idea how his mind worked. Oh, I wonder, did you hear all that? I heard. You want to know what happened to me, right? I don't mind telling you. I'm from the future. You might not believe it, but I sent my consciousness back in time from the end of our 100 days here. Of course I believe you. Huh? It all makes sense now. That's why you knew my secret and what I was planning. Tell me, what did you do to me in that timeline? I killed you. I absorbed your blood. Did you kill me? Oh, you little scamp.
Hey!
Hey! Let me ask you something first. The future you said he knew the truth about this war. It was something even I didn't know about. Do you have any idea what he could have meant? No, sorry, I don't have a clue. He doesn't seem like he's lying. Then again, he's fooled me before. Maybe he really doesn't know at this point in time. I've been keeping this a secret from all of you, but I may as well come clean. Just like how Takumi came to understand the invaders' language after he absorbed the Supreme Commander's cryptoglobin, I also came to understand their language thanks to the prisoner's cryptoglobin. Hang on! This seems inconsistent. I just realized something, so we're supposed to say that because we absorbed the Supreme Commander's cryptoglobin, we can understand their language, because Ato absorbed prisoners' cryptoglobin, he can understand his language. I have had every member of our squad absorb a commander's cryptoglobin. Shouldn't all of us understand the language at this point? Why does it only work for some of us? Like, are only some of the commanders literate and you have to have a certain level of literacy? That's weird. It's weird, right? It must have been something he learned after killing that commander. That doesn't tell me much, but it's probably all I'll get for now. Well, we just have to capture that prisoner again, and then we can talk to her, yeah? Now it's your turn, Takumi. Tell me more about the future. I would simply love to know what kind of ordeals you went through. Why should I tell you anything? Oh, you might find it worth your while. You know, the space between these bars for a pair of lips. You can tell me things you can't tell anyone else. I'm the perfect confidant. How do you figure that? I'd be good at keeping secrets for starters. I don't have much choice. It's not like I'll have the chance to talk to anyone else. Oh, that's rich coming from the one who exposed Nozomi's secret. What do you say, Takumi? Why don't you stay and chat a while? I can help you in other ways, too. I've spent most of my life reading. There's bound to be something useful I can teach you.
Hey!
Hey, are you serious? I thought I looked like some kind of hideous monster to you. Oh, you do? Oh, the sight of your face and the sound of your voice make me want to puke. But at the same time, I find you fascinating. I suppose maybe I'm just into that. I should have hooked up with Tsubasa. She pukes a lot. I respect you. I don't just hate you for your body. I hate you for your personality. I respect you for what you've done. It's such a novel sensation, feeling this way about a human being. I loathe you so much, I can't stand it, but I think I like you too. See, this is an interesting dynamic. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat because it is getting a little bit weird. Queen said, oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. 2 choices after your next choice. I'm still hunting for exact day. I already wear too big a pants, says Oak. Cypher says, a character like that, I'd imagine in fanfics, you write him speaking fast, but just removing spaces and periods or something. That's how they usually do in comics, but sometimes they're just like, nah. It's like, boo. Oak says, I wear baggy everything. Queen Katie says, okay, assuming you summon. Oh, that was pinned earlier. Cypher says, no, I wanted him to read the next one. I hate it here so much. Queen Katie says, Crystal, man, that's gonna be weird to ping here. But anyways, could you pin my recent message? Crystal said, that toxic yowie. Weedle says, hello, chat. How you doing, Weedle? I saw, like, while I was out and about the other day, I think my phone got a message that you went live. Since I wasn't home, I couldn't watch it. But how did your stream go? What were you streaming? Oak says, LoganRobo's broken heart. Crystal says, seems reasonable. Queen Katie says, of course, you can see the choices first before we sound the alarms. Well, thank you. And then Crystal says in all caps, toxic yowie, yippee. And Oak says, add quote, my goal is to domesticate him. And a lurk still watching but making ramen. Thank you for the lurk, Oak. See you when you get back. Enjoy your ramen over on YouTube. Derma says, nope, shoes. Nothing worse than pants which keep slipping down. Well, that's why I said you just get a belt. And if the belt doesn't do it, you can get some suspenders, maybe? But like, again, 3 sizes is a lot. Like, I can't fit my feet into shoes that are 1 size too small. And so it's like, what are they accomplishing? Even if I just tried to like step on top of them, like tie them, they'd be smaller than the sole of my foot. It sounds awful. Taco says, Logan's bald and AI. Toho, I bought it, might play it soon. Derma says, you're constantly at risk of being de-pantsed. Frozy says his hair is one of those YouTube automatic AI filters. Does YouTube have filters like that? I know, like, doesn't Snapchat or Instagram or one of those, like, other platforms has filters? Taco says, yeah, it has to be. Frozy says, yippee, W Taco. Derma says, no need to stagger saves. Okay, so maybe I don't need to. I might still just do it out of compulsion, but good to know, so thank you. Anyway, let's play a little bit more. I loathe you so much, I can't stand it, but I think I like you too. What the heck are you talking about? And let's not forget, you didn't kill me when you had the chance. That's a sure sign that you like someone. Usually if you like someone, you don't kill that person, right? My life must have some kind of value to you if you went out of your way to preserve it. Just talk to me every now and then. That's all I ask. I still don't get this guy. Is he just trying to trick me again? I guess his knowledge might come in useful. Come in useful? It's come in handy. Or be useful. Come in useful. Come in useful. But even so... Thank you. I'll do my best to lend a sympathetic ear when you need one. Hey, I didn't say anything yet. You don't have to. I can read your body language like a book. And just come see me whenever it suits you. See you around, Takumi. I barely got anything out of him. He's completely controlled the flow of the conversation. Talking to Ato had been exhausting. I didn't really feel like doing anything else on top of that. I decided to go back to my room and rest. Ding dong bing bong. I know. Yeah, Eddie soldier, time to hit hay.
Well then.
Good night.
Yeah,
good job. I'll read a couple more comments in the chat. Quickity says, I even have a spoiler clip for that route to provide out of context for the route you dodged. Oh, Quickity says, yes, you can use detective skills to figure out which choice leads to that route. Weedle says, chat, I have free time to stream. Yippee, I did yesterday, may do on Tuesday. I don't know though. Also, Logan, are you Loganing it? I feel like Loganing it would be a bad thing, so probably, yeah. Crystal said, do you wear wigs? Have you worn wigs? Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs? Weedle says to Crystal, I second this. Crystal as the quote, and then says lag check, or just me, and then oof. Has it lagged again since then? And then Quick80 says, I half wafer, and Crystal says yippee. Over on the YouTube chat, Frilzy says, which one did you get? Tago said the one that the Google said was the first one laughing. Frilzy said Toho one, but that's for PC98. Derma said Frilzy, and there's an issue. Logan, half of chat wants to domesticate, in quotes, Ato. Not as wholesomely. Okay, my desire to domesticate Ato is wholesome. Your desire to domesticate Ato has some holes involved. Wholesome, some holes. Let me have a sip of water. We'll play. And I can mention holes because Oak is away making ramen and can't comment on holes. Another day gone. Even now, I can't forget that crazy smile of Ato's. I was so sure that killing him would be taking things too far, but was it really a good idea to let him live? Did I really make the right choice? I can't keep letting him get to me like this. I should get some sleep. Mumbling to myself, I climbed into bed. Are we still gonna have Karawa dreams now that we've traveled back in time? Or now that we know that Nozomi really is Karawa, are they done? Even with so much on my mind, I was asleep within a few seconds. Day 5! Ding dong bing bong. Anything different here? Up and at him. Suffer insufferable, vile and barbaric enemy. Okay, same as usual. Let's dive into this. I've heard that morning announcement so many times, and it's still only day 5. Well, no use complaining. Guess I'll head over to the cafeteria. I'm gonna save first, Takumi. I'm gonna save first. I will stagger my saves, even though I don't have to anymore. Okay, anybody to talk to on the way to... Oh, we got some people in the hallway. Ima and Kako. Oh, and then we can even go say hi to Ato. Yeah, let's do that. Every day, every chance we get, we'll just pop in and say hi to Ato. We'll just make sure he's doing okay. Let's see. Where are they? It says they're this way. There's the two of you. I've always wanted to be more active, but my dear brother was so overprotective, I didn't know how to bring it up. Thanks to you, I know what I have to do now. I won't just sit back and let other people protect me anymore. If I can change, my dear brother won't have to die, and we can both go home together. That's how this works, isn't it? I'll do my best. You can count on me, Takumi. And what about you, Ima?
You certainly came from a bizarre future, Mr. Sumino. I can't even imagine what it would be like to be transferred into Sirei's body. Well, whatever. I don't care what happens to me. I'll just do whatever it takes to keep Kako safe. I'll be counting on you to do your part too. Don't let anything happen to my dear sister now.
Okay, they didn't disappear. Do you have anything to say when I talk to you a second time? Oh no, same thing. Okay, so it's probably gonna be the same thing with Ima as well. Yeah, okay, it is. Let's swing by the courtyard, say hi to Ato, and then we'll go to the cafeteria. But this is just exposure therapy. We're getting him used to people by exposing ourselves to him. Oh, exposing him to us. I mean, maybe exposing ourselves to him, if the relationship progresses. Hey, Takumi, look at as ugly as always, I see. That's it. All right, well, he's cheerful. All right, whoa, crap, Sirei was in the hallway. I need to reload. Sirei was in the hallway. I missed Sirei. I need to get every last bit of dialogue. There might be a clue as to what's happening if I talk to Sirei. But I also don't know if I've activated flags by talking to everybody else, so we just gotta zip through. Sirei's its icon blends in. It's not like fleshy colored. So sorry, we're just gonna not keyboard slam, but button mash our way through this conversation. Yeah, you're done. And you Ima. All right. We're speed running courtyard. Okay, Ato. There's probably not activating flags, but you never know. It might lock us out of the true ending if I don't talk to everybody a certain number of times. And wait, was there more people? No, yeah, that's it. And Sirei, their crisis averted. Oh, he's a little guy.
Morning, Sumino. Hope you're prepared to give your all for the good of humanity today. I keep thinking about what happened in your timeline. What without Suki killing me and all. I sure am glad you stopped that from happening. It'll be a big step toward ensuring peace in our timeline. Believe you me.
If you're that grateful, how about you help me fill in some blanks? Like why we were chosen for this mission, or what Cryptoglobin really is, or why the invaders have it too. I still don't know any of that.
All in good time, my boy. No need to worry. I don't want to overload you. Anyway, I gotta get going. See you in the cafeteria. Pew.
As Sirei wandered away, I felt an odd, familiar doubt gnawing at me. I wasn't ready to trust him completely yet. See, that was worth it, maybe. Now we'll go to the cafeteria. Yay. Now I will also read some chat, because why not? Quickita says, time to pop out the YouTube player. I'll still be in chat though.
It's a game!
That's how we know that Rukov isn't asleep yet. Thank you, Rukov, for the Monokuma. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Crystal says, enemy to lovers for real, for real. Weedo said, chat, should I get a 12 terabyte hard drive? If you can afford it, if I can afford it, I get a 12 terabyte hard drive. How expensive is something like that? Crystal says Weedle was playing Pokemon. Weedle says I was streaming Pokemon Sword. I was shiny hunting. Quickita said, depends on how rich you are. It's as much as a console. Oh wow, I'm almost caught up to the Twitch chat. Over on YouTube, Frozy says it's discontinued, difficult to emulate, and even more, talking about the Toho one, and even more difficult to get the English patch for, and is completely unique game style from literally all of the rest of the Toho games. Toshi says you can domesticate this thing? We'll give it the old college try. Sveta says, good evening, how you doing, Sveta? Oh, it just scrolled to them, I gotta scroll up. There we go. Derma says, Toshi, not really in my opinion. Frizzy says, can, but not easily. Derma says, also, no lag on YouTube. Frizzy says, and maybe probably not in this game. Taco says, I have to go, bye-bye, you homosexuals. All right, good night, Taco, thank you for being here. Sleep well, have a good rest of your night. If you're able to pop back by, we'd love to see it, but have a good night. Frizzy says, reservoir. So it's not au revoir, au reservoir. And Joshua says, hi, how you doing, Joshua? And Sveta says, hello, Joshua. Okay, back into the game. We got to get some more choices here. I do like that this second route does feel like just a continuation of the story, that it doesn't feel repetitive. It feels like the game is just continuing. But it is a bit unfortunate that we're all the way back at the beginning, huh?
Don't know what's happening. I am just triggering stuff at random while in bed. Hope it's not too bad a time. I would apologize, but I don't wanna.
You know, you don't want to apologize. I suppose that's a good reason to not apologize. Now I'm just imagining Rukov doesn't even have the audio on. Just every now and then just reach over and just like activate that. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Rukov. And I hope you are able to eventually fall asleep properly. Breakfast counts as training too. Come on, put some spirit into it. No guts, no glory. Right, no guts, no glory. Must you be so rowdy first thing in the morning? Can't help it. Yesterday I found out just how much stronger we are now. This feels so freaking sweet. I'm totally psyched to train even more today. Yeah, this goes beyond skipping a few levels. It's more like a full-on class change.
Such a mysterious power. I have lots of questions about this hemo anima. Oh, it's actually cryptoglobin, right?
Yeah, let's stick with hemo anima. I've gotten used to calling it that already.
Didn't you say we had this stuff transfused into us, Takumi?
Transfused? But I'm a Jehovah's Witness. As in, with a surgical procedure, so somebody touched my sister's naked, vulnerable body without her consent.
Ima, I don't think you have to be naked for a blood transfusion. It goes in your arm. You can roll up a sleeve. Just let it go, brother dearest. That's about all I know, though. Can you tell us more, Siray? What's the matter? Are you worried about rejection symptoms or something? You'll be fine, trust me. You sound pretty casual about it. Are you sure our bodies won't start rejecting it? Absolutely, that'll never happen. You'll die first. So why did Nozomi get those symptoms? Was the process different for her somehow? Maybe she just has a genetic difference from all of us. I think a researcher other than my mother is responsible for your cryptoglobin transfusions. Okay, so or maybe it is different. Either that experiment was successful, or you were all truly special people from the start. I think it must be one of those two options. That's why all of you can freely use your cryptoglobin. I shouldn't press the issue. She told me all that because she trusted me. I can't betray her confidence now. Hey. Hemo anima's as much of a mystery to me as it is to you. Even I don't know everything about it. I'd never have imagined it could be used to time travel or power everyone up all at once. It's amazing. It's like I've evolved from a little sister to a big sister.
And if it's enough to make my dear sister say weird stuff like that, you know it's something special.
I was surprised too, although I guess he did try to prepare me for it. Something unexpected might happen in the world you return to. It may have unfathomable effect on your cryptoglobin. By he, I assume you mean the strange boy made of undying flames. Yeah, I should really introduce you to him sometime. I owe him that much.
Next time, I want to befriend all of you.
I mean, we know where he is now. I feel like there's no reason we should be kept out of the defense room if we know it's in there. We just go visit the baby.
I want to argue with you and fight with you. And until the moment I die, I want to do everything I can to live.
The only problem is, it's kind of hard to predict when he'll show up next. Should I tell them? Nah, I'm not gonna tell them.
One more thing. I know the next attack is on day 7, but what about after that?
Well, there shouldn't be any for a while, not until day 17, I think. Wow, you know pretty much everything. Do you think we could ask some other stuff about the future? No, come back to me. I'm not done yet. I want to know if I ever grow a chest hair.
Yeah, tell me all about how awesome I was.
What were the most jarring twists? Did any of us get our heads chopped off or get consumed by despair that we turned into witches? Guys, please, I want to respect your privacy, so it's better if you ask me one-on-one. Despite my efforts to shrug them off, I was peppered with questions for the rest of the morning. Eventually, I was allowed to leave and went back to my room. Are we finally having free time to zip through a couple of days? I need to go and cash in some of my battle points. Everyone was so curious about the future. I'd probably be the same in their shoes. I should probably tell them whatever I can. It's better if we're all on the same page. It's an issue of trust, too. I need to have a good relationship with them if I want them to put their lives on the line. That's more important than ever now that I'm their leader. Looking back on it, I was a little too caught up in my own issues before. This time, I'll make a real effort to get to know them. Oh, does this mean our free times will be longer? Oh, okay, extinguisher level increased. Bonding events. Oh, what's this? There's something new. Bonding events have been unlocked. Bonding events are special events that occur when you raise your bond rank with a character. From now on, when you give characters a gift, you'll increase their affinity toward you. After reaching a certain affinity, your bond rank will increase. Oh crap, so we have to do gifts now. Queen Katie, do you still have your gift-o-matic guide? I know you told me what gifts Shoma likes, but we might have to do it for other people now. Crap, that's gonna use up time. Dude, like, when we travel back in time, does our inventory stay the same? Well, I assume so, because we probably still have all the same crafting materials. I'll have to check. You can greatly boost your affinity by giving preferred items you've discovered through the various student activities. Take the initiative to strengthen your bond with your comrades. Oh, crap. Okay, let's take a look at our report card for a second here. Does this show where our affinities are? Okay, this doesn't show it, but I'm nervous. I'm gonna mess this up. This is what I need to stagger my saves for. So let's see who all and/or what is available for doing stuff. So we got Kako and Takumar. We should probably talk to everybody. Okay, only 3 people have like normal hangout stuff. But I'm assuming we'll probably want to go and start crafting things for people. So let's talk to the people who are talkable and cash in some of our points and our crafting stuff, and then. Oh no, because I don't want to cash in crafting stuff for potions if I need to craft stuff for gifts. Because we want to make the best of our hangouts. We want to get the gifts first, right? Let's go talk to each of these people. And then, yeah, let's go make a gift for somebody. Chat, who do we want to make a gift for first? Who's going to be our first gift-o-matic buddy? Enough tiptoeing around. I know it's not a bad word, but I don't want chat to take it out of context. It's full speed ahead to the end for me. All right. Oh, wrong button. There we go. This way. I wonder if we can still have hangouts with Ato while he's in prison. I don't see why not. You know, there shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Believe in yourself. Together we can do it. Hip hip hooray. She's so optimistic. I like it when she's happy and not like depressed over a dead brother. Hiruko. How you doing? I'm still trying to figure out if you can be trusted. Thanks, lady. Oh, so that's once again why we got to increase our bond levels to get back to the friendship we had by the end. Darumi, let's give it a shot. I gotta show off once in a while too, you know. These are very generic things they're saying. Maybe it's not worth going around talking to everybody. Let's see what Ato says. If he's still like looking ugly as always, then we know it's just probably generic stuff they're saying. Hey, Takoma, looking ugly as always. Oh. We will talk to Sirei though, because we don't see him very often. And then, like I said, we'll cash in some points, we'll make a gift. I'm thinking for prioritizing gifts, maybe Tsubasa, because she is a useful fighter, she has no fatigue, and if we can start really boosting her up, I think that'll help us out a lot. So maybe if we can look out for, let's check to see, yeah, for Tsubasa, to see if she has something that'd be really nice. And then we'll want to prioritize others that are good, like Gaku, Kyoshika. Who else have been MVPs when we've fought? Yeah, seeing everyone in such high spirits is the best feeling ever. Oh, pin message from Queen Cadis, please. Pin OK remade show us list. But if you ever need others, I'll have the tab open. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Queen Cadis. Can we check on, like I said, can we check on Tsubasa's? Because I think we want to prioritize her boosting and growth. In fact, we're going to cash in some battle points on her right now. But thank you, Queen Katie. Upgrade class weapon. Where is Tsubasa? There is Tsubasa. Did we have to... Okay, no, we got to get our science up before we can do more on her. Science has to be level 4. Crap. Anything else we can do? Unyielding spirit. I don't even... Attack +2 when user is near death during battle. I mean, I guess I can give some battle points to myself, or maybe I can hoard him a bit longer. I need linguistics level. Okay. I need to... Oh, I could do this one. Unleash power for close range attack, voltage gain ×2, because I feel like I do impact stab a fair amount of time. So yeah, let's spend some battle points on that. Modification complete. And then yeah, we anybody else want to dump some points into right now? I guess we're good. Let's head over to the Gift-O-Matic and see what we can Gift-O-Matify. That is in... Crap, what room is the Gift-O-Matic in? The Rec Room! That is right. So, let me read a couple comments in the chat, and then I will check to see if we... maybe I need to scroll to the bottom of the chat and see... Oh, there we go! Quiggy has a list of Tsubasa stuff. Thank you very much. I'm going to copy these over into my text file. Preferred items are a toolkit, a gold gas can, a towel for mopping up the vomit, fast food, a film camera, a motorcycle model, a factory photo book, and hand cream. Okay, now I'm also curious if any of these are... I guess, I wonder if these are duplicates. Like, do I need to be careful not to give something to her that could go to somebody else? Let me read a couple comments in the chat, though, before we make this. Let's see, where did I leave off? Wheedle says, yeah, I also just want a storage space, so I'll probably gonna get it as I dual boot Linux and Windows 11, so I'm able to have a drive that will store my streams so I can edit them and junk. AMC with some emotes, how you doing, AMC? Oak with a whole command. Crystal says, hi, AMC. Quick said, captions, it might lock us out of the chewing. Oh, you never want to get locked out of the chewing. Over on YouTube, Derma says, even if he did know, he would... why would Ato tell you anything? You've no leverage. Oh, that's true. What would we use as leverage? Because, he doesn't care about anything. It would just have to be torture. We just got to threaten to peel back his toenails or something like that. It'd be terrible. Frolzy says, I genuinely can't tell if this is really good friends or yaoi bait. Derma says, Frolzy, oh, absolutely the latter. It's painted red. That's how obvious it is. Toshi says, romancing Ato wasn't on my to-do list today. But aren't you glad that it happened? Okay, so let's check out the Gift-O-Matic. And, oh, let me make sure that I have my list on the screen here so we can check these out. Yeah, it was again, toolkit, glass can, towel, fast food, film camera, motorcycle model, factory photo book, and hand cream. Let's see what we can actually make. Splatter movies, depressing, arrow gay, book cover, glass stand, folk song compilation, simple toys. There was the fashionable sick pouch we made her, a sewing kit, a toolkit. Okay, there we go. And that requires some stuff that we have a decent amount, so we can make a toolkit. Let's see if there's anything else. A towel as well. Which uses fewer materials? The tower will... Oh, they use the same amount. It's just spread out differently. So each uses about 60 materials. Okay. And there's the hand cream as well. Oh, that's really spread out all over the place. Oh, definitely don't want to do that one because we have limited amount of grass. And, what are the other things? And gold gas can. Okay, that uses a lot of materials. So I have a question then. And I gotta ask Queen Katie, I guess, because we asked about preferred items. Are there differences in levels? Like, does she prefer the gold gas can over the toolkit, or can we give her the toolkit? Because like this is a lot. This is no 34. Oh, never mind. That is 60. It's just spread out differently. Never mind. I'm dumb. Risque bikini, risque briefs, girls underwear, leopard print undies. Oh, that's what Takemaru made. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and make her the toolkit. Let's start out very basic and very simple. And then if she's not available for the next free time hangouts, we'll just make another thing for somebody else. So let's make a toolkit. Oh, we give it to them right away. Oh, that's nice. I thought we had to do this when we do the hangouts. Okay. So let's give Tsubasa a toolkit. Craft a toolkit? Yes. And then do we go right into a bond event or? Crafting complete. Maybe that's why it takes so much time, because then we hang out with the person.
You have no idea how happy you just made me.
Yay! Thank you, Queen Katie, for helping with this. So this is cool. So we can just kind of force whoever we want to hang out with us. Technology went up by 20. Affinity went up by 5. Oh crap! I should prioritize these. We should do whoever does science, because that's what I need in order to boost her up. Wait, no, technology is science, right? So preferred items. Each character will have their own preferred items. Gifting these will maximize the increase to your grades. You can check each character's preferred items in their report cards, and you'll be given hints as you do student activities. There is a first-time bonus for any gifts you make for the first time, and so gather up those hints and make all the gifts you can. Yay. That went well. Free time! How did that boost our science? That was technology. Science is still needing to go up. I think Yugamu might have been the other science guy. So we should do linguistics next to boost ourselves. So let's do a Shoma gift. Crap, Queen Katie, do you have that list handy? Because I did write it all down, but I don't have the text file currently open that has all the Shoma gifts. So let's do a Shoma gift. And then, yeah, I like this. This is going well. Anybody else wanna hang out? Wanna do things? Let's just go to the gift amount. Let's go to the rec room. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna be doing to prioritize. This will be giving us big boosts. But then we may need to like head out and do some more scavenging and exploration because we need. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Queen Gay. Pin message. Show us preferred items are protein powder, dumbbell, skeleton, trash can, doghouse, disinfectant spray, a hamster plushie, and Shiba dog plushie. So let's see if we can find some of these things in here. Gift filters. You can filter gifts by pressing R1. Use the hints during student activities to narrow down a character's preferred items using a category and keyword filters. Oh yeah, no, we're just gonna force this. We're using guides from chat. Okay, there's the hamster plushie. We'll have to see if we've unlocked stuff for him. Let's see. Toolkit festival, the fortune telling. Wait, was bath salts? Was that one of them? Hang on. No, why did I think bath salts? Bath salts was not one of them. Hand cream, medical tools, survival knife, folding chair, walk. Earplugs, comb, dumbbell is one of them. So we can do a dumbbell. All right, we'll come back to that if we need. Hashtag exercise. I just want to check to see some of the others because it'd be really nice to give him like a little stuff to. Oh, Shiba dog plush. That was one of them. Let's do. Well, it's between the dumbbell and the Shiba dog plush. We'll see how many of the other ones we have. Oh, and the skeleton. So what is the skeleton? A skeleton-shaped dog toy. Oh, that's what it is. Many dogs love to chew on it, but it'd be kind of horrifying to watch. At least I know what it is now. Well, you know, just for the sake of making this easier, we'll start at the very top. We'll give him a dumbbell. Wait, did I pass it? No, I think it's higher up. Dumbbell. Yeah, here we go. Keep going. Dumbbell. Dumbbell. Training equipment primarily for the arms and upper body. Muscles will never betray you. dumbbell, and we're gonna give this to Shoma. There he is. Wait, do we have stars showing up for Subasa's? Why is Subasa not leveled up? We gave her a thing. I guess maybe we gotta do like a bunch of gifts before they level up. Shoma! Craft dumbbell. Yes. Bloop, 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 bloop.
You're giving something so awesome to useless bug poop like me? Thank you so much.
Wait, bug poop. Oh, pin message queen. It says, think you have to rack up points to level up. Maybe that's what, but I mean, it sounds like we do have to give gifts in order for it to happen. But, so we just got to give a whole bunch, it sounds like. Oh, and a poll has appeared on Twitch. So thank you, Queen Katie. The poll says, if I could have a new once-in-a-stream redeem added, it would be the... Man, Ruka really isn't going to sleep tonight. Spray, spray noise, stop and chat now sound, make Crystal pick relaxing sound, or keep it the same. I'll vote keep it the same just because that means less work for me. Yes. All right, literacy, creativity, affinity. So affinity went up by 5. So yeah, we just got to keep racking up affinity. Ding doring bing bong.
Howdy, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack. Well then.
Good night. Well, that's the end of our 5th day. Our next battle is getting closer and closer. At least this time we're not constantly on edge wondering when the enemy will attack. I should be able to sleep without worrying too much, at least. Feeling more relaxed than I had in a long time, I slipped gently into a deep sleep. Okay. Huh? Is someone in my room? I mean, it would make sense if it's Undying Flames Boy if he suddenly appears, but I think it's going to be someone creepier. It's going to be like Ema or something. Hey. Oh, question mark, so it's Undying Flames Boy. Hey. It's Karwa. Hey. Taki, hello. So we're having another dream? It's odd that we're not having, well, Claire de Lune plays in the background. So that answers my earlier question. We still have Karwa dreams. Karwa was always getting lost when we were kids. The moment you took your eyes off her, she'd wander off somewhere. Are we gonna have all the same dreams? Because we had this one before. It was all about how she always gets lost, but we're good at finding her. Oh yeah, because remember, this was when Eito went missing. And the whole thing is that we're good at finding people. And it was leading credence to my theory that Eito was really Karwa. It didn't matter how many other people were around or how familiar the place was. All it took was a few seconds and she'd be gone. That's just the kind of girl she was.
Oh, so this is where you were.
Taki!
Your mom asked me to come find you. She said you disappeared after the last alarm went off. You're always doing that. It's like you've got a talent for getting lost.
Sorry.
It didn't take me long to accept Karawa's vanishing acts as a part of who she was. She'd disappear so completely. Part of me wondered if she'd somehow strayed into a different world from the one we knew. Ah, is that Batmanon gifting a sub to Crystal? Batmanon! How are you? How's defending Gotham going? Thank you so much! Crystal, I didn't even realize your sub had expired. Let me read a few comments in the chat then, since Batmanon is here and being nice. Thank you, Batmanon! I really, really appreciate it. Let's see, Crystal says, Takemaru, my man. Wheel says, guys, I'm getting lag bad too, like few seconds missing. Has it been still happening? Kuita said, yeah, I got YouTube popped out tonight. Crystal says, Gaku. Kuita said, I'll look for it. I don't know if I saved it. Nope, I don't have it. I'll make it again. Well, thank you, Queen Katie. Nora says, can we sing happy birthday to Iron Mouse? Also, hi. I mean, tell you what, Nora. If you can get Iron Mouse to come to this chat, we'll sing happy birthday to her. Crystal says, Takemaru! And there's Queen Katie's pinned message. And then Nora says, username, Crystal, Shuri Snow Bonkers. Although, you know, I thought it was Shuri Snow Bonkers. But when you don't capitalize it, like Nora didn't capitalize it, then it's Sure is now bonkers. It sure is now bonkers. Quickita says, please pin, we remade showless list. If you ever need the others, I'll have the tab open. Or it says, why is dumbbell a censored word? Maybe it thinks it's an insult or something over on YouTube. Frilzy says, YouTube automatically applies filters to clean your videos and make them look better. I hate it so much. I finally found out how to turn that filter off. Because I think it was Oak had posted a picture one time, a screen capture for one of my YouTube shorts. It's like, why does Logan look like he's made of plastic? And I pulled up the same frame from my actual copy of that video that I edited before uploading it on YouTube. And yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst. Dermot says, Frilzy, yeah, it sucks. Toshi said, we love you, Logan. Don't go bald. Okay, thank you. I will try not to go bald. And then Sveta says, I like how Ato mellowed out after being put in a cage. No more Kokichi-esque faces, no more evil laughter, no more threats. Someone just needed to be put in the timeout corner. He was just cranky. Apparently, I'd like to think that he still does. Oh, chat. I just realized something. Remember how last time I became a girl? Chat. I'm a tree. I am a tree. Look, like my shoulder even lines up with the edge of the tree. I am a mighty, not a spruce, nor is a spruce. I'm a conifer, or whatever that is. And the poll is done, and Stop and Chat Now Sound won with 67% of the vote. So thank you, Rukov from Slumberland, for the poll there. All right, let's play a little bit more here. Then, just as suddenly, she'd be back. She drifted in and out of sight like a ghost.
How did you know I was here, Taki?
Just a feeling, I guess.
A feeling?
Yeah! You might be really good at getting lost, but I'm even better at finding you again. So when you get lost, don't be scared. I'll always come find you again.
Wouldn't it be awful if we go to Second to Last Defense Academy, and because of some weird butterfly effect thing, like, Nozomi's not there this time?
It's no problem for Takumi Sumino, expert finder.
I mean, that shouldn't work, because, like, the only stuff we've changed is over here. Like, Karwa joining Second to Last Defense Academy should have happened before we traveled back in time.
That's so corny.
Well, expert or not, I still wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you, so try not to wander off too much, okay?
I kind of wish that as a reference to Danganronpa, he called himself like the ultimate finder. Because what was it in Japanese? Because they don't use the word ultimate in Japanese. What is like the super high school level finder?
Okay. Thanks, Taki.
No problem. Come on, let's go home.
Aw, they're adorable. Day 6. Ding doring bing borng. Up and Adam. Suffer insufferable, vile and barbaric enemy. I had the same dream about Karu on the same night as the first time. How does he remember this stuff? I can sometimes remember dreams long term, but I can never remember like the exact day it happened. I really hope she's okay. She's probably at Second to Last Defense Academy right now with no idea that she was ever Karua Kishimi, just Karua. I wish I could head over and see her, but I have to make sure this place is safe first. The invaders will attack tomorrow. We can't let our guard down. That said, I still have a whole day. I better head over to the cafeteria for breakfast. Let's save. And then we'll give out some more gifts to our buddies, or something like that. Oh, there's people to talk to on the way down. All right, let's go say hi to C-Ray. Oh, I can't. Apparently, I gotta go manually, so I don't miss something that's happened on the roof. Third floor hallway.
Sumino, just the fella I wanted to see.
Huh? Why? What's up?
There's something that's been bothering me, and you're the only one I can trust with this kind of information. I haven't been able to make contact with the other academy lately.
What?
I don't know if it's a simple technical fault or if it's something more serious. I've seen this all play out before, so I was hoping you might know what's going on over there.
You mean like an attack or something? But as far as I know, they didn't have any really tough battles until day 11 or day 10.
I guess it's just a technical fault then. That would account for all the static when I tried to call yesterday. That Nigo, always telling him to take better care of the equipment.
Either way, I'll be going there myself after the battle tomorrow. There won't be another attack here until day 17, so you should be fine without me for a few days. You're not gonna make that trip all on your own, are you? No, I was planning on taking some of the others with me. I'll think about who we can spare. Oh, and one more thing. You really have told me everything you know, haven't you? Yeah! Obviously, I hadn't told him about Nozomi's past. That was a secret between her and me, and that's how it was gonna stay. Yeah. I sincerely hope you're not lying to me, Sumino. Surei's eyes burned into me. I returned his gaze, doing my best to look unconcerned.
Hey!
Oh, check out my butt. Gosh, look at the time. You better go get breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day, you know. Pew! And just like that, he broke eye contact and sauntered away, wiggling his behind. I don't think he believes me. Well, that's too bad. It's not like this information is relevant to the war effort anyway. First, I've got to focus on winning the battle tomorrow. Then I can go and explain things at the other academy. Once I bring everyone back here, it's business as usual. Defend the schools until our 100 days are up. That's all there is to it, right? Now can I fast travel? Visit Eito in the courtyard again. Is he gonna tell me I'm looking ugly as ever? It's code, though. It's like in The Princess Bride when Wesley says, "As you wish," it means I love you. Hey, you looking ugly. All right, cafeterium. I'll read a couple more comments to the chat, though. Oh, hang on. When I entered the cafeteria, I was greeted with a bizarre sight. Bizarre, but not altogether unfamiliar. Oh, is this again?
Spirit into it! Chop that shit down!
Yeah!
Right. No guts, no glory.
We are gonna get Buff Shoma! Let's see, Queen says to Nora, it's not for me. Crystal says, dumb bell. Nora says, I have the sensor thing on because it's funny to see what it censors. Crystal says, also depending on sensor settings. Nora with the ... Mantis says, I have all of the sensors on. Crystal says, I'm not even kidding. Twitch is actually ridiculous. Well, there's Queen K with Subasa's list, thank you. And then Nora says, how far behind in chat is he? Timestamp 42 minutes. I am only 20 minutes behind. Crystal says, oh, almost perfect, 42 timestamp. Nora said, he's not that far behind at all. Quigita says, scrolling through the tab, it's special for each character, so what Tsubasa has on her list is not on any other list. Awesome! Quigita said, me looking up on the page when I hear Logan say, never mind, I'm dumb. Yes, thank you. Over on YouTube, Dermo says, no, not me. That half of chat does not include me. I dislike him. Kyoshka love. Frulzy says, where'd you ever find that Monokuma image used for the Twitch bit thing anyways? I think it was on YouTube or something like that. It was like a green screen video that somebody made. And so it's like specifically green screen to use on things. So I'm like, okay, we'll use that. Let's see, Quigita said, Frozy, I believe that's an actual sprite from Danganronpa 2. Well, yeah, the sprite is originally, but like the put together with like all the guns and the shooting and the exploding and all that. Frozy says that's gonna be very jarring during a rewatch when I forget all the major plot points. Derma says, Ima apparently just strips bare when he gets his blood taken. Oh, okay, so we're talking about the transfusion thing again. Gotta promote the business? Why didn't I think of that? I don't like getting needles. I had like a stress dream last night that I was gonna have to get like a flu shot or something, and people were chasing me with needles. It was not nice. I don't like needles. Frozy says probably something he had to do with the Tokyo complex slums. Sveta says life's on the line. The 100 line. Oh, 100 lives are on the line. And Dora says, Logan, bonding events are the equivalent of social events in DR2. Well, am I doing them right? So I was given the gifts, but I guess I gotta wait and. So that wasn't a bonding event. Is it that or was it I'm very confused by how bonding events work. If anyone could tell me, I'd appreciate it. Let's play some more. Or maybe it's just like the hangouts are now replaced with bonding events. Because I liked the social events in Danganronpa 2. They had like more of a story to them.
Come on, man, you can do better than that. Shout from your diaphragm!
No guts, no glory!
Yay! What are those two doing? What indeed? Apparently, they're refueling after their morning training session.
They've been at it for quite a while now. Heaven knows why. Physical training is just a waste of time.
We all know what you think of it, Ima.
Anyway, it's tomorrow, right? Those monsters are gonna attack again. I'm not ready. What formation are we using? Which foot should I put forward first?
What time do they attack? Should I go to bed early tonight? What color panties should I wear? Way to ask the important questions. Guys, calm down. The attack's in the afternoon. You can just treat today like any other day and wear whatever normal afternoon undies you want.
Oh.
You know, tonkatsu is considered an auspicious food. Maybe eating some tonight would calm your nerves. I don't know what tonkatsu is, but I'll trust her on this. Huh? I never expected you to suggest something like that, Hiroko. Do you believe in all those old superstitions? Not all of them, but I do avoid stepping on cracks in the sidewalk. Seriously? You do that? If something helps you feel better and maintain your normal efficiency, it doesn't matter if it's rational or not. Okay, I don't so much avoid stepping on cracks. My thing, for some reason, if I'm paying attention where I walk, I want to make sure that each foot is stepping across like the same number of cracks. This is very stressful. I suggest we all meet in the war room first thing tomorrow morning. That will give us a sense of structure and stop the first-time fighters from worrying too much. Is that all right with you, team leader? Yeah, sure. Then it's decided. I'll see you all tomorrow. Hiroko abruptly stood up and made for the door. You're leaving already? I can't focus with all of you around. I'll prepare my own way. Alone. Pew! She left the cafeteria without another word.
That girl's got a real attitude problem.
The way she looks at us like we're something she just scraped off her shoe is to die for. That's just the way she is, and she's right. Anything that can make us feel more prepared is worth trying. I went over some ideas with the others over breakfast. After a little while, I left and went back to my room. What should I do to prepare for tomorrow? I don't want to end up regretting anything later. All right, let's save again and do some more free times, apparently. Save. Can I still give gifts to Ato? I mean, he's like technically a social link, right? So yeah, I guess, wait, why are they all down here in the courtyard? Do they say weird things if they're in the courtyard? I want to check. Hang on. Ato. Hey, Taco, my Logan Ugly. Enough. Yeah, okay, same thing as before. So nothing special here. So, but again, are the normal hangouts now replaced with those social bond stuff? Because it sounded like it was just giving gifts that it's increasing affinity. We increased up like 5 points. So I guess let's go do another two days worth of giftomatics. And then maybe after the fighting, I don't know, we'll do like a exploration and get some gear. Rec Roomba! Okay, so we got to decide who we're going to give a gift to. We can't give anyone to anybody at second to last Defense Academy, so it has to be somebody here. So let's see who gives what that we can benefit from. Improves grades in gym. That's math, literacy, math, science, social studies. Okay, Ema does science. I don't really like Ema, but we need some science. So, Queen Katie, would you mind checking to see what kind of gifts Ema would like? And maybe we can get some big science points. Would that be okay? And let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Nora with an emote. Queen says, yeah, I'll keep the tab open. Just holler whenever. Oak says, I'd lurk. Ramen was low-key kind of mid. I'm still trying to figure out the recipe. Well, here's what you do. You take instant ramen, put in water, and then the pack. Ramen. Bonus if you put a hard-boiled egg in there. Nora says, hi, Oak. Oak says, hey, hey. Nora says, Oak, I'm getting back on variety music grind, so I'm going to listen to JR a lot tomorrow. Quicketta said, Crystal can pin my Shoma message earlier. Oak says, you should listen to some of the SoundCloud exclusive. It's peak. Nora says, what if I don't have SoundCloud? Quicketta says, Logan, you passed disinfectant spray. Well, he'll find out in the next search through. I'll try to remember to get that next time. Quicketta says, I think you have to rack up points to level up. Well, I guess we could just do another Tsubasa. You know, maybe that would be more effective rather than do an Ema. If we just do another Tsubasa gift, but like a different gift. So let's do that while we're waiting to find out because what Ima's things are. Queen Gaeta might have also stepped away for a minute. So let's see, what were some of the other things that Tsubasa, like we already gave her a toolkit. So let's check for one of the next things that she liked was a towel. So yeah, let's give her, here we go. Thank you for the pinned message here. Ima's preferred items. Kako mini standee? That's a thing. I didn't even notice that. A Dear Sister gift box. These should be predictable. Destructive seasoning. A B-tier feast. Limited edition noodles. A comb. Food stamps and a survival knife. Okay, thank you very much. We'll do Tsubasa first because we already got this loaded up there. For the second hangout of the day, we'll do an Ima one. So thank you, Queen Katie. Thank you. We'll do the towel first. Towel. And this has got to be enough to, like, level her up, yeah? Because, like, we already got, like, 5 affinity points. So let's see if this will do a bond rank up. If I'm doing this correctly. I might not be doing it correctly. Craft the towel. Yes.
Crafting complete.
Is this for me? Wow! You have no idea how happy you just made me!
That's right, the ladies love a towel. Technology went up by 20. I still not leveling up either. Okay, let's go give Ima a gift then. My gosh, what is my report card looking like? What do I have to do to get my science? Okay, technology is almost maxed up. So I assume that Ima is probably investigation science. So let's go down there and give Ima a gift. So thank you again, Queen Katie, for these things because we got to work on the other type of science. Maybe I'm gonna guess that 4 maybe is like the max level. So let's see if we can find any of the things here that Ima likes.
A Dear Sister gift box. Oh.
That's gonna use some of our precious green grasses. So we might want to do something else. Let's take a look and see. But that might also be the only thing that we've unlocked for him that he likes. So let's check and find out. Oh, I did pass the disinfectant spray earlier. Oh, survival knife. That does still taking down some of the grass. So that might not be a whole lot better. And no, he liked a comb. A comb is okay. Let's do the comb. Simply because that'll do. Well, no, they use a lot of grass. Never mind. You know, we're just gonna go with the one at the very top. What one was that? It was the Dear Sister kit or something? Did I pass it? Where was it? It was the Dear Sister something. Dear Sister gift box. Hashtag cute. What is a Dear Sister gift box anyway? A super cute, sparkly gift box. Someone made this as a tribute to the person they want to give a gift to. It's empty. Just like Ima's soul. Dear Sister gift box. Where's Ima? Ima, you don't deserve this, but I'm giving it to you. Yay. If Yugamo's gonna do just investigation, we might have to really prioritize him after we do second to last Defense Academy.
Wow.
Whoa!
For me?
Almost voiced.
Yes, thank you.
You should thank Queen Katie.
Ima.
Investigation went up by 10. Why only 10? Technology went up by 3. Affinity went up. Why only 10? Oh. It's okay. We leveled up. It doesn't matter. Yay! Ding doring, bing born. Looks like we're not gonna have time to do the level up before the fight, but we're getting there.
It's time to. You never know when the. Well then.
All right, so we're probably gonna be able to do a big old fight for the second half of the stream tonight, but I need to read some more in the chat. I am behind on everything. Let's see. Nora says, has anyone here seen or read Gachi Akuta? I don't know what that is. Is that? Oh wait, no, hang on. I think I might have seen that on Crunchyroll. It sounds vaguely familiar. Crystal says, why me? And then Crystal says, Karu dream is Eito in our dream. Crystal says, Karu dream. Nora says, Karu. Quigita says, oh, is Karu dream reminding Takami to remember to save Nozomi and her boyfriend Moko later? Nora says, Batman. Crystal says, Batman, thank you. Nora says, what? Crystal's laughing, says, good luck, Nora. Nora says, why can't we sing for her anyways? Maybe she will see it if we clip it. What? No, there's no way she'd see it. Because why would she? She's like a millionaire with a billion things every day. Why would she watch any of our clips? Nora says, I'm not a spruce, nor is a spruce. I'm gonna spontaneously combust. Brah! Rukov says, is it just me or did Batman do 3 months for Crystal? Wait, was that a 3 month? Holy cow, it was! Thank you. Oh, Batman on. Extra thank you. I didn't realize 3 months. Krista, you got 3 months now. Wow. I don't think it told me how long you've been subbed, and so what kind of subscription babies you have. But thank you, extra Batman on. Rukov, thank you for noticing that. Krista said super high school level, yes. And then Krista Quickgator says, add quote, after a long amount of silence. Oh, go check out my butt. Quita says, I love Takamaru's and Choma's bonding. So I guess maybe it is that we have to give enough gifts so the affinity gets high enough and every time we level up, then we have a bonding event? Is that how it works? Quita says, they're such bro. Oh, no, they're talking about the bonding like where they're in the cafeteria eating. But again, is that how the bonding events are going to work? And Krista says, Take, Maru, peak, and then adds the quote. Let me take a look over to YouTube. Derma says, Logan, bonding events are the... Oh, that read that. Derma says, Sveta, the 100 line ... 2. Blaziken, how you doing? Says, evening, Logan. Hope the day was kind to you, dude. I finished cleaning the dinner dishes so I can finally sit back and relax with another wonderful LoganRobo's stream. Thank you. It's been going well. It's been a nice weekend. We started... last night was our first improv show at our new performance space, and the acoustics are quite nice. So I'm liking it. I'm digging it. Sveta says, Dermo, wow. Dermo says, hi, Blaziken. Blaziken says, hi, Dermo. And Dermo says, oh, hang on, it just scrolled without me. It scrolled without me. I gotta scroll up again. I gotta scroll up. Why do I gotta scroll up so much? I just wish that YouTube wouldn't do that to me. Why YouTube? Why you must do things to me? Oh, and I see there's new people in the chat as I'm scrolling up. Yellow Star Productions 6. I won't say the next number there. And then 4-3. Yellow Star Productions, hi! I am very far behind in chat, but welcome. How are you doing? If you're still here in the chat, I hope you're still here in the chat. Let me give you the quick rundown of the channel before we continue. My name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We are right now alternating between 2 games. One is this, the 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and The Walking Dead, the Telltale series. The Walking Dead, we're just about to finish the 3rd season of it, and so we'll be winding that one down probably in a couple of weeks. And yeah, I read every comment in chat. I am always very far behind. Tonight's actually one of those rare occasions I seem to be further behind on YouTube than on Twitch. Usually it's the reverse, but tonight it isn't. So welcome. I'd love to hear how you found us. Are you a fan of the 100 line? But yes, let's play a bit more, and then I will be back to both chats soon. Let me just have a sip of water here. Especially since we're gonna be fighting, right? Today or tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's the big day. My first battle since coming back in time. I don't know what I'm so worried about. It's a battle I've won once before. And with everyone powered up and fighting together, it should be a cinch. Even so, I don't want to get overconfident. For now, I should get some rest. Maybe it's gonna be like they'll have some excuse for enemies scaling with us, like the more hemoanima.
Everything is just as I've told you.
What? Is Saray looming over us while we sleep?
Impossible as it seems, Takumi Sumino really has come here from the future.
Oh, so we've stepped out from our own perspective. We're seeing something else. This reminds me of that one scene from Danganronpa 1, where we saw Monokuma talking with the traitor. Yeah.
I never expected Crypto Globin to be capable of something so miraculous. His power and knowledge will be a great asset to the war effort. However, it also lends him an aspect of unpredictability. If Sumino becomes a problem, he will need to be dealt with accordingly. This mission is humanity's last hope. Nothing can be allowed to jeopardize it.
So I mean, he already said that to, he implied as much to Ato, but what could we do that would jeopardize it?
Now, what is your decision?
Talking to me, the player, or your boss?
Tell me the will of humanity.
Oh, so he's communicating with the people up on the moon? Oh. Okay. Well, maybe the unpredictability is because now we have the ability to choose things. Day 7! Ding dong bing bong. Up and Adam. Suffer insufferable, violent, barbaric enemy. Okay, so we should just, we're meeting up with everybody and then we'll have the fight in the afternoon, yeah? Roused by the morning announcement, I got out of bed. I've been in this timeline almost a week already, and now it's time to start fighting again. We said we'd meet in the war room first thing. I should get going. Let's save, and then head over to the war room. At least we're advancing several days today. Anybody to talk to on the way down? Okay, Hiriko's right outside. Go say hi to her. Hiriko, why aren't you in the war room already, lady? It's day 7, Takumi. You're certain this is the day the invaders attack? Maybe the twist will be they won't attack today. But again, why would us going back in time affect what they do there? Yes, I remember our battles and when they happened very clearly. Good. I've been looking forward to testing out this newfound strength on some live targets. Except her strength shouldn't be stronger. She died. I must confess, I'm curious about your skills as well. I can't wait to see you in action. Oh crap, we should be using some of our power-up stuff to power up her Hemo Anima, huh? Hiroko turned on her heel and left without waiting for a response. I almost forgot how scarily intense she gets when it comes to fighting. All right, let's keep going. Anyone else on the way down? No. Let's say hi to Eito. We just gotta check in with him daily. You never know when he's gonna have something different to say or do. Eito. Hey, Takumi, looking ugly as always. I'm doing what you say. I'm checking in with you, bro. Let's head to the war room. And I'll read some more in the chat. Crystal says, yes, they did. Oh my gosh, I just noticed it's for 3 months. And then some hearts. Crystal says, what color, oh, quote, what color pattern should I wear? Crystal says, I love the pause Logan did. Then Ima. And then Quick with the pin message. As I was typing, I got Yugamu's typed up as well in case. Nice. Over on YouTube. Let's see, where did I leave off? Derma says, come on, Logan, make the depressing arrow game, give it to Darumi so you can reminisce about the past route. I will eventually, I'm sure. Sveta says, fun fact, if during the first run you give Eito the gift he hates, he'll put his hands on Face Sprite and say, oh, that's so ugly. Gift so bad it makes him break his character. Derma says, Sveta, that's incredible. No, Nora over on YouTube says, holy lag over on Twitch. Blaziken says, heck yeah. Nora says, hi everyone, I'm making my once in a blue moon YouTube appearance. Blaziken says, Sirei sounds like that. What the crap? Are you only used to the emo voice for him? Derma says, Nora, what happens on a red moon night? There's Yellow Star Production saying hello, okay. Derma says, hi. Nora says, I have to sleep in order to prepare to eat the moon /reference. Blaziken said, bro, I had a dream that I was trapped inside a factory with a guitar I couldn't play until I learned how to pay Buddy Holly by Weezer. I only remember the really crazy ones. Oh, ooh, wee you. What a song like Buddy Holly. For the longest time, I heard that song long before I knew who Buddy Holly was. I don't know, Buddy Holly is just probably some guy. And I found out, no, he's like an actual classic rock guy. Anyway, again, Yellow Star, I will read more in the chat, but as you can see, I just by taking little chunks here and there, it takes me a while. It's me. How does it look out there, Sirei?
Yum.
Good. Yum. No sign of anything yet. Is there a chance they won't show up after all?
If they don't, Mr. Sumino's time travel story is going to look a lot less credible.
Oh crap, I don't want to have to deal with them not believing me. I'm telling you they're going to attack today. Even if it's not today, they're bound to show themselves eventually.
Say, Sirei, why do the invaders leave such a long time between their attacks anyway?
You can thank the Undying Flames for that. They do a bang-up job of keeping the enemy out, most of the time. More recently, they've developed a special means of getting through. Oh, maybe we powered up Undying Flames Boy somehow, and that's going to affect when the attacks happen? If they don't use it constantly, that must mean it takes time to prepare or recharge.
Brilliant deduction, Sister Dearest. You're such a genius.
They're working on mass-producing that special means of getting through, though. If they succeed, they'll bring their entire army to attack the school at once. Wasn't it that the Supreme Commander had something? Was it her armor? She had something that lets her through the Undying Flames easily, yeah? Luckily for us, that never happened in the previous timeline. But what about this time? Remember, they have to come to us, and that wall of fire gives us the home field advantage. Just psych yourselves up so when you're ready, so when they do arrive, you can dash that. Oh, it's gonna be a womp. It's gonna be alarm? No? Okay, all right. Let's keep talking. I just thought it'd be really dramatic if they interrupted me. So, I should let you know I'm getting a divorce. Okay, I guess I'll have to tell you about that later. All right.
What the?
Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
Thank you, Kyoshka.
Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
So we get to finally find out if it's just gonna be like easy grinding, or if it is more difficult, there's gotta be a reason why. My guess is this battle will be the same, but maybe we'll like spare the commander, or we'll understand what the commander says, and then he'll go back and that will have a snowball effect. It's an enemy attack, oh no! They're really here?
And my stock footage where we're running Smurfs!
It's just as you said, Takumi. You are a time traveler. Case closed. Also, Detective Conan. Speaking of which, Queen Katie, I gotta ask you something. I have seen so much Detective Conan content on my timeline lately, and it seems to be that they did like a remake or something. I'm seeing so many people, like Japanese accounts, comparing like the early episodes to the new remake. And I'm gonna be honest, the remake, the art style doesn't look as good. Like their hair, nobody's hair looks as floofy. It's just all matted down. It's like they don't have foreheads. It's just like a face and then just like weighed down hair. Am I being a sourpuss about that or what? We'll be facing the same commander as in our first battle. Is everybody ready?
Darn right I am. How about you guys?
Of course, just remember our reward better be pretty darn awesome.
I can do this. I fought that in our future. I fought in that other future, right? Yeah, you were just as strong as the rest of us. You're gonna do great, Kako.
Then I guess it's time for me to show you the true malice of the cruel prince of the underworld.
I'm kind of nervous, but I can handle it. I've got plenty of barf bags ready to go, but I never gave her a fashionable one. And I'll do the best a piece of garbage like me can do. I guess we don't have Ato with us, so that's one strike against us.
I figure I'll let you take the lead, Sumino. You're the one with the most experience after all.
Got it.
Here we go, everyone. Defensive battle. Initiate!
All right. Henshin! Oh! Oh! It still always hurts. I'm never getting used to this. I mean, the floating is still cool, but hey, we're symmetrical. Gargling underwater. Thump. Thump. Thump, 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 thump. We'll get a full team. We're gonna mop the floor with these guys. Aww. See, Chris said survival knife because he stabbed Takemaru / Jay. Queen says, I was gonna say Logan the comb is 40 grass. Lol. Crystal says, yeah. It says I have 19 month sub. Oh, so you had your second subscription, baby? Crystal says I'll be naming the babies Pol and Ka. Like for the music genre, polka. The next baby will be Dot. Oh, polka dot! Oh, that's adorable! Okay, we're all landing, taking our sweet time. All right, okay, still more. It's so weird seeing Hiroko back on the battlefield. All right.
Battle start!
Attention! All troops stand ready. Let the battle commence!
Maybe the enemies will be harder and the game just won't draw attention to it. And it's like, just don't think about it. Over on YouTube, chat Blaziken said, Dermo, you have no idea having the dream was horrible. I've never played the guitar before in my life either. Dermo says, only thing worse is being forced to play Wonderwall. Why did I almost pronounce that as Wunderwall? Blaziken says, I've honestly never heard that one before. You never heard Wonderwall by Oasis? You know, today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. Blaziken says, or Nora says, Wii U, I look just like Buddy Holly. Blaziken says, blocked and reported /J. Nora says, I like needles, and Derma with a message retracted. Nora said, that sounds weird. I mean, I don't like needles, but I don't dislike them. I just don't like when I'm getting my blood drawn and they bump the needle in and it moves inside my arm. I hate being poked with needles. I hate the idea that there's something inside my flesh. I hate, like, in movies and TV show when they show, even if it's not, like, real, showing an injection, it makes my flesh crawl. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's important, I'm not, like, against medicine and things, but,
Wait, doesn't it seem like there's a lot more of them than last time?
Huh? She's right. Were there always this many invaders in the second attack? I can't let that bother me. We've got more people who can fight too, so it all balances out.
Don't worry. So long as we work together, we can win this. Just watch me. I'm gonna do this.
Maybe the thing that they use to turn, because I'm still running on the assumption that all the invaders are like people that get turned into these things. Maybe what they do draws on our hemo anima to do that? I don't know. Cryptoglobin affects passive, absorbing the baby. Still call it the baby. Absorbing the baby's cryptoglobin has unlocked Takumi's specialist skill, Special Revenge. Whenever an ally dies, your attack power will increase for the duration of the wave. So okay, all the more reason to get our friends moitered. All right, who wants some of this? Who wants some of this? We got 3 waves. Why 3 waves? This seems like a lot of waves.
Just watch me.
So what can we do? We can do crazy shot here. We're gonna need to. Have I unlocked my potions yet? I can use attack potions.
Here we go.
So, I mean, if I do an attack potion, I can start like laying into people here. Start getting extra AP by slaughtering some peeps. I got down there, so 2. They're all spaced out so weirdly. I'm trying to remember what Ima's pattern is. He could travel really far, right? Aerial engagement here, foes 5+2. Pushes target back 1 space. Yeah, because he can like travel really far. So, I mean, might as well do that. Send him out into the thick of it. Just let him get killed. We don't like Ima. Why should we like Ima? Okay, first thing up. You can do your cranial fracture. If we give her an attack potion, then she could do it on Tomato Guy over there. So, let's first have you go ahead and do...
Here we go.
Okay, attack potion on pro tag.
Let's do this.
You're gonna do an impact stab on these 2 guys. That should clear the way for her to be able to run in and get Tomato. And it'll give us another AP. You're gonna go cranial fracture. Oh, darn it, she can't go far enough. Oh, I guess we can do an intestinal laceration. Now, we're actually gonna have you do your aggression signal here. Yeah, just step forward, do an aggression signal. They'll take some of these guys toward you. Let's see. Even though voltage is way down, Gakko's crazy shot has a nice range. Gakko, get over here. There we go. We'll kill a bunch of guys.
Mow 'em down.
There we go. It's gonna open things up a little bit here. Out of my way. Eat this. Da-da-da. Okay. Let's. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Yeah, we are going to send him into the middle of it, into the thick of it. Let's let him get surrounded by dudes. This is funny. It's funny that way. If he dies, let's just get him killed. Is there a way we can get both him and Darn it, the big grizzly bear is in such a way that you know what, yeah, let's just get the... We'll get that guy so we'll be able to get him more easily the next time. Yeah. And we're just gonna try and get Ima to get killed so we can get that counter up. Ow, oh no. Oh no, Ima's gonna die. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, Ima died. Oh crap, that happened. I forgot that happens. I shouldn't have let Ima die. This was a bad decision after all. But my passive should work, so now I can, I've got like a special bonus, yeah? Yeah, that was dumb of me. Can you dash way far ahead? Let's see, how we doing here?
Prepped and ready.
Crazy shot. If we step back over here, we'd be able to clear out a bunch of guys there. Yeah, let's do that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Then, let's see. You ought to be able to do your eat this on that guy. They'll give us another AP.
Knocked it out of the park.
And then, who else could we have do something? You've got a good long distance type of a thing. Everybody's still so far away. Let's just have you go ahead and do another aggression signal.
Still.
And we'll lure these guys in. Maybe I might also just be being too cocky here. Something bad might happen soon. Can we...
I'll show you what's up.
We do a crazy shot in this direction. I mean, that'll give us another AP right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Why not?
Hey, Yeah!
In fact, then if we do it again, we'll kill both those guys, get 2 more AP.
Bang, bang, bang!
Oh, bang, bang, bang. Oh, Gaku, you see, you are the MVP. Look at you, bro. Look at you kicking so much butt. And
Let's do this!
I mean, I guess I might as well use a side slash to get rid of some of these guys, or impact stab. If we run down here and do an impact stab, we can kill him. 8-4. If we do it 2 here, we can kill the big giant grizzly guy, and that'll give us another bonus when we can kill this guy next. So let's do that. Firo!
Hello friends. Us here. Deep pregnancy with my 5th subscription baby has been grueling. You would think it gets easier, but this baby is draining me and making me sleepy all the time. I can't even bear going to the doctor and find out the gender. I just want to call it a PIM. Pain in...
Call it... Wait. Pain in my butt? Oh, PIMB. Pain in my butt. Well, I mean, that's where the baby is stored, right? I assume. I'm a guy, so I don't really know for sure. But I've always assumed that wombs and baby storage is all located in the butt, yeah? I think that's how it works, right? I believe. Vero. But thank you so much, Vero, for re-upping the sub! How are you?
Here we go.
Okay, and then one more impact stab. We're gonna kill this giant grizzly here. We're just doing a fight.
Got it.
Just doing it pretty quick here. And I think we're doing a pretty decent job of it as well, right? And then one more. I mean,
let's go.
Let's see. If I step forward for my side slash, I can then get this guy as well. Okay, so yes, it's all Gaku and Pro Tag today. And at this point, I think we're gonna save the AP for the next turn because everything's kind of spaced out. And there we. Oh crap! I forgot those things throw stuff. Play your turn. Wait, did they get reinforcements? That's not fair. That's not nice. I do not approve of that. We should probably start having people do their special attacks now.
What's up?
Gatling Max. If we do that, that'll give us 3 AP right off the bat. What happens if we change the location of it at all? We don't step over. Darn it! No matter what, we get 3 AP that way. Well, if we step over there, we also get 3 AP. We're going to clear out that entire side. So let's have Gaku do that. Yeah, Gaku, take out these guys.
I'll hit you with all I got.
Logan, you didn't happen to update the
You
logs,
can handle
right?
the rest.
I didn't, but holy cow, it is lagging again, isn't it? I just noticed that. I did not. I don't know why. It's been lagging a bunch tonight. It's back to doing that. I will have to look into that, but thank you, Vero. Thank you for the heads up. It also explains why that it's there aren't many lurkers over on the Twitch side of things tonight, but thank you very much, Vero. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Can she do her cranial fracture over on this guy? If we give her a hemo anima boost, then she'll be able to hit him in 1 turn. And so, but again, Vero, how are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have her boost her hemo anima.
Now then,
Attack boost.
I can hardly contain myself.
There we are.
My turn.
And then she can do her cranial fracture over here on this guy.
Out of my way. Broken
Yay.
so soon.
Okay, so we got 7 AP.
Here we go.
If we do your impact stab right here, we'll get an AP, and then we'll step down here and do it this way. And so we get 2 more AP. Yeah. So do it first this direction. And we're just like farming our AP up. Impact stab right here. There we go.
All right.
We need another big attack to wipe out those guys over here. Who's got something like that? Do you have
Don't expect much from me.
Avenge Buster? I mean, I guess if we do that and step back, we can wipe out most of these guys. So might as well just take a few steps back, cycle around to see if that wipes out everybody. So let's do that. And then we should be able to pick off the rest of these with just everybody else. And then we're done with the wave. And I feel like we've done pretty good here.
Sorry,
Sorry, you
Hi, my
have to
buddy.
clean up
I
my
started
mess.
playing Dead by Daylight for the first time with buddies because they needed a fourth. It's fun.
Nice. I played a little bit of Dead by Daylight. I am not very good at it.
Let's give it to him.
I think that's to be expected, that I'm just not very good at it. But it seems like it's pretty fun. I hope you're enjoying it. It always brings a tear to my eye when people here get friends in other groups and they move on. It's like y'all are grown up, leaving the nest. But thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits. It's good to have you here. And after this wave, I will read some more in the chat. This should be the last enemy, yeah?
Let's roll!
So yeah, we kicked some butt here. And only Ema died because we
back to normal.
intentionally... Oh, don't worry, Ema. We're going to kill you again. Let's see. I think chat scrolled without me over on Twitch. I got to scroll up a
They
bit.
may be disgusting monsters, but their insides certainly are a pretty color.
She said that exact same thing in the first round. Again, I've been rewatching the original VODs to pull time codes for TikTok videos, and that's like the exact same thing that she said in this fight before. Huh. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna read some more in the chat though. Queen says, I'm finishing up volume 1 of the Apple light novel, 10 pages left. It's such a comedy, it needs an anime. Nah, they just comparing the old episodes to new episodes of Detective Conan, but it's the 30th anniversary. The anime is the anime as of this month. They remade the first opening and ending for only one episode. Okay, so maybe that's what it was they're comparing. And then grabs Death Counter. Let's see how well we do today. Crystal says you can do it, Logan. Go Gaku. Queen says new route, Ema Death Counter 1. And there's where Vero came in. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Let's see. Dermo says, Nora, Buddy Holly the singer or Buddy Holly the song? Nora said, my chat just shrank somewhat, just disappeared, huh? Blaziken said, I get what you're saying. I've had to have IV catheters before, and the needles aren't bad when you get someone who's good at installing them. Nora says, I don't know. Blaziken said, ayo, that purple-haired Peko clone is kind of pretty. Wait, which is the Peko clone? Are we talking about Hiruko? Dermo says, needles suck, but once they replace with plastic thingy is grand, makes taking meds intravenously easy. Blaziken said, Hiruko, let's go. Nora says, I know what you are, Darumi. Dermo says, Blaziken, oh, it's the inverse for me. Blaziken said, Dermo, my veins roll when they try to poke them. All my IVs are always a challenge. I've mentioned this before in the chat, but it was the same way for my dad, because when I was younger, he had a massive heart attack and had triple bypass surgery. And my understanding is usually when they do bypass surgery, they will take like some veins or something like that from like your legs, and then they put them in, you know, in your like bypass around where like there are blockages or clogs or something like that. But for some reason they took veins from his arms, and so whenever they would try and like after he had his stroke and they would constantly have to like give him like stuff in his arm, they always had a hard time getting it because like they had already taken out the easiest veins to get, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's play a bit more and I will be back to chat soon.
How can you say creepy stuff like that like it's no big deal?
Oh, at least Gaku's here because before he wasn't out here, so we can see the reaction of the new fighters.
Gotta say, this is going even better than I expected. These guys ain't even a challenge.
Yeah, and they killed Ema. It was a win for everybody. Huh. We're winning all right, but something's still bothering me. I can't put my finger on it, but this battle feels different from before. Well, you know, the invaders had a time rewinding guy. Maybe they sent someone back in time too?
Hey, guys! Looks like we've got company!
And it's gonna be the Red Eyes Black Dragon Commander again, yeah? New enemy approaching. Oh, not yet, because we got 3 waves. Oh, that's big.
Good grief! They're as stubborn as cockroaches!
Time for some pest control. I simply adore the way their brains splatter everywhere when you crush their skulls.
Yeah, Darumi's really enjoying that. There really are more invaders than before. I'm sure of it now. But how is that possible? This should be the exact same battle as before.
Don't let them get to you guys. Just keep fighting.
Okay, what is the big guy? Have we fought one of these things before? A Buzz Top. Has 9 hit points. That's a lot.
I can do this much.
How wide can your aggression signal reach, bro? Let's just, I know that'll get one of the 2 enemies, but or the 2 hit point enemies. Let's do it right here, just because we know that this will take care of that entire side of the field. And then we can focus
I'll get in there
over here on the other side instead. So, There's a lot of big guys for us here. Oh boy. Oh boy.
My turn.
And see, like I said before, like the potions only last for one wave. We're back down to just regular attack. This sucks. Why don't potions last for the entire fight? Arrgh.
All right.
How far can you
Let's
go?
Get started.
Cranial fracture. And of course, position just so that you can't get that guy there. Well, great. You're real useful. All right, where can you go? Can you fly in here? Can you do something important? You can't fly over these guys? Really? Really? Flight +2. Yeah. Can we get over? Oh, here now we can get over here. Let's do that. And then that'll get Ema surrounded, and he'll get killed again. And so that's wonderful. Yeah, that'll be good. If he goes in there and if he does it twice in a row, before he dies, we'll be able to get another AP on that guy. So, yeah, let's do that also. So fly in there, and, yeah.
What a nuisance!
Oh, he's not surrounded. He's back here, darn it. I thought that was aerial engagement. And, yeah, just do it again. And we'll get another AP.
Out of the way, pest! Hardly a challenge!
And that guy's down to 5 now. So, oh crap, we're not quite to 100% voltage there. Let's see, what can you do? Outside, I feel fine. How are you doing back here? Anybody you can hit with your energy sniper? You can wipe out this guy, give us a free AP, why not? Although if we bunch him up together with him, we might be able to save up and get a whole bunch of AP all at once. That really doesn't gain anything.
Let's go.
So, impact stab. Can we get anybody that's... Okay, I guess we were gonna give you another potion.
Here we go.
We've got 4 of those.
Time to use it.
And let's have you do some impact stabbing. Let's go over here, and you're gonna get Tomato killed.
Take this.
There we are. Now we got it. And we'll do another impact stab right here. There we go.
All right.
Now with that boost,
Let me handle it.
what can our crazy shot do? We can do that right there. That'll give us another AP. Is that also getting Grizzly? That is getting Grizzly. So let's do that.
Let him loose. Yes.
And let's see.
Let's freaking
Would another
go.
one would not finish off that guy? Anybody able to finish off? You'd be able to.
Turn.
Oh no, because your cranial fracture doesn't reach far enough. But if you
Time
use
for
one of those
battle.
agility potions, we might want to save that. Maybe we should just use our last one to kill some of these guys and thin the herd. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll read some more in the chat. Oak says Vero. Quita says Vero. Ema is dead. Vera says hi. Chris says Vero. Vera says I hope Ema was part of the counter. And then Quita said don't worry, we got a 1 on my Steam Deck now. Crystal says yup. Vera said I also learned I'm surprisingly good with GeoGuessr. I've been like curious to try that sometime. I doubt I'd be any good at it, but it seems interesting. Oh crap, that gives armor. Yeah, we gotta kill giant guy. Okay, so that thing's got like 5 now. Alright, what do we want to do? You've got your cranial fracture. That should be enough to kill that thing off. So we won't have to worry about any more armor boosts. So let's do that.
Chop you to pieces.
Yay.
How unsatisfying.
Things 4 + 3 armor. Darn it.
Don't
Well, we're definitely
expect
going to want
much
to,
from me.
at the very least, keep doing your aggression signal here to have guys focus on you. Yeah, wait. Yeah.
Maybe this one.
Aggression signal. And what do we have to do
I'll show you what's up.
in order to kill Grizzly, man? Yeah, that doesn't even eliminate the armor.
Time for battle.
Cranial fracture +2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, if we give her an agility potion so that she can move some more, head over there, she'll be able to get Grizzly right away in just like one hit with a cranial fracture. So let's do that. So we're not gonna have to worry about him. Yay!
Broken so soon.
Yay! Funsies for all. And we got 2 more AP. Ema, you want to like fly around somewhere?
Okay.
Yeah. Just go and like get in the way of things. What happens if you go down here? You can. What do we do here? That's the best way to... Huh. Okay, that'll kill some guys. That'll give us another AP. Let's do that.
Try this on the side.
And we'll still have 2 AP, and maybe we can... Oh, and also some good voltage. Maybe we can just use the rest to have Tsubasa take care of some of the grapes down at the bottom. I mean, that one's still got an armor, but oh well. What's it going to do? This is still a lone grape. Let's do deadlights down here. 3... If we turn and do it like that. Oh, darn it. Oh, the spacing is so inconvenient. Ah, well.
How's this?
And then do another...
I'm good whenever.
Well, now we can get all the way around here. We can go in here, and then we can get 3 of them. Hey, look at that. And then that'll be the end of the turn. I gotta read some more of the chat, though. Quita says, we reset the counters for this round. Veer says, heck yeah. Oak says, ad quote, baby storage is located in the butt. Logan fully believing everything he is saying. Oh, ow, oh, ow, ouch, ouch, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, how could you? Oh no, no, no. Okay, so we got a lot of voltage, so we can use some special attacks now. Let's see if you do your Avenge Buster. Once again, back up over here to do it. That will wipe out a whole bunch of guys, and that'll give us another AP. I wish I could zoom out. Let's see. Yes, we want to do like that. That'll... Yes, so we do this. Wait. We do it, we take one step back and over to the right. And then we wipe out all of these guys. Achievement unlocked, Battle Worn, use special attack 100 times! I didn't know I've done it that much. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Blaziken said, unless I get the 1% of doctors that can handle the rolling veins. Nora said, haha, I'm taller than Ema. Blaziken said, well, when he's dead, you're definitely taller than him. Blaziken said, my father is 1,000 times worse. The local hospital will only go install a PICC line into the artery that runs up the side of his thigh if he needs an IV infusion. Oh my gosh. Derma says, Ema's at perfect stabbing others height, though. Blaziken said, a PICC line being an IV that's surgically installed into the artery and stitched closed. Blaziken says, food stamps in that economy? Derma said, because of years of playing instruments, getting blood sugar readings suck. Even on the highest setting, the pinprick doesn't pierce my finger. Even on high settings, took 3 attempts last time. Derma says, Subasa's way too happy sounding for a towel, or most of the gifts, to be honest. Blaziken said, I hate to hear that, Dermo, is because you've done so many times that your finger is calloused. Oh, I hadn't even thought of that, but that sounds like a thing that could happen to people. Can you do a special attack? No. We got 4 AP. She could wipe out most of these guys with that. It'd be really good if we could do something that just does get everybody. So what about your special attack range? So if we do as your blitz. Well, it's not going to get everybody. Well, let's start chipping away at these guys here. There, let's get that. Okay. Gaku, how you doing, bro? If you do your crazy shot from... It's not helping. Gaku, you used to be an MVP, but then ever since Vera showed up, you're just a disappointment. Okay, that's fine, whatever. We just need to pick off what is just, it's just those 3. Oh, and there's also ones down here. Darn it! Well then for the ones down here, let's have you do your special attack, your killing boost, because that'll have the range to get everybody. And then we'll use our remaining 2 AP to wipe out these and that one there. So that way we don't have to worry about reinforcements coming. So killing boost. Let's kill these ones.
Let's ride!
Is there a way to like skip the animation? Or maybe not? Again, looking back at how I did the first time doing these fights, I feel like I've improved a little bit, maybe?
My turn.
Do a side slash right here, get those 2.
Take this.
And then just have Takemaru do your out of my way. And then that's everybody. Yay! Wave 2. Unfortunately, Ema didn't die this time. I tried. You guys saw, I tried.
Is it over?
Not yet. We still have to deal with the commander.
The big one from before?
He'll start off in human form, though. Don't let your guard down.
So, the commanders use Hemo-Anima to transform? Just like we use it to summon our class armor?
Why would they have access to the same power as us? It doesn't make sense.
Because they're people, we've been murdering people, Tsubasa.
Guys! Look over there!
She's so excited!
He's here!
We all looked to where Darumi was pointing. Wait, that's different. That guy looks different. Before, I mean, we saw him stroll up, but he had like Taki was like, huh? A short distance from the battlefield was a figure in a cloak and hood. A figure that I had never seen before.
So that's the commander, huh? He really does look human.
Hard to believe it's that same freaky monster we fought on the first day.
Okay, Takumi, speak up, please.
No. That's not him.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who is that? They definitely weren't here before. Maybe, but what could have changed? Maybe the invaders have our school bugged somehow and their tactics changed because they saw what happened with Ato?
Ooh! Over there, too! A new challenger's approaching!
Oh, and now we're gonna see the commander. Oh, that's the commander. Okay,
Everyone get
so
ready.
it's just somebody else who's observing that's new to the timeline? Maybe it's like Chronology Defense Force or something. I don't know. Let me read some more comments in the chat, though. Crystal says Gaku's being an MVP. Vera said lag check on my end. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's lagging really bad again. Because of that, I'm guessing we might not even have enough lurkers to be able to do a raid later, but...
What if Ito is a Kibo for the people on the moon?
Like, Wait, Kibo, like from Danganronpa V3. Oh, never mind. Okay, I get what you're saying. So, maybe, sorry, it took me a second to realize the connection. And that's possible? I don't know. Like, I hope the game gives us something other than it's like, well, time travel, sometimes stuff happens. I hope there's something that maybe it's just that the enemy invaders have someone who's sensitive to time change, because they had somebody who's rewinding time as well, but we shall see. But Vera, I miss poor Kibo, JFK Bo. But thank you for the 10 bits. Let's see. Crystal says, Crystal adds the quote. Oak says, yeah, it's been laggy today. And then Quigita says, yeah, I had to pop YouTube out tonight. Quigita says, banish Oak. Crystal says, not lagging for me, question mark. Quigita says, thank you. Crystal with an emote over on YouTube. Let's see, Derma says, Blaziken, yeah, very. Nora says, I got a dip. Bye, good night, everyone. Good night, Nora. Thank you for being here, for hanging out. Blaziken said, are you a candidate for a CGM? Like Dexcom? Or something like that? I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming you guys know. Blaziken said, have a good one, Nora. It just scrolled without me. I gotta scroll up again. Crap. Oh, wow. I'm so far behind on YouTube side. Oh man, I'm so far behind. Blaziken said it's 10:55 Eastern, by the way. Logan, okay, so right now it is 9:39 Mountain. So I am over a half hour behind on YouTube. Derma says, I almost never get sugar checked, don't have any underlying conditions, so I'm fine. Blaziken said, oh, I thought you were diabetic for a second. Logan, you have convinced me to pick this game up over Persona 5 Tactica. That voice should not come out of the egg guy. Blaziken said, oh, I didn't know Hiroko died the first time. What a tragedy. Yeah, so she died like shortly after this battle last time. So this is very different. She was like an early death in the original timeline. Derma says, Blaziken, yeah, a tragedy which I did not cheer. Nope. Blaziken said, 1104, still don't know who Buddy Holly is. Derma says, my faith in humanity is failing. Blaziken said, welcome to the club, Dermo. I unfortunately didn't start tuning into the 100 line streams until last couple. Sveta says, Kyoshka voice cameo. Derma says, Kyoshka love. Blaziken said, for some reason I thought this was kind of a spiritual sequel to Danganronpa, so I didn't want to spoil myself on it. I recently just learned that it had no story relevance to Danganronpa. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the two devs is the creator of Danganronpa. So like the art style is similar. Some of the game mechanics are similar. But it is a very different type of a game. Everyone get ready!
That's the commander!
He's putting up his hands! Is he surrendering?
Oh, and now we're gonna get to find out what he actually said, because we can understand Commander speak now.
No! He's going to transform!
God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength.
Oh, we don't even need a translator. We can actually just understand. Huh?
I can understand him.
Why can I understand one of the people that I know I can understand? What do you want to bet that they're like from some tribe that has this as part of their religion, and that the reason why we know about Hemo Anima is because we like found out about it from them, maybe?
The Paragon of Order.
Oh, we got named Mervrum. Paragon of Order.
This time.
Move from.
I'm done running away.
Move from.
I have to stand and then fight.
Move from.
All of you, stand aside! If you don't, then, in the name of order, I will strike you down!
I mean, he doesn't sound like a bad guy. He's telling us to get out of the way. He doesn't sound like he wants to kill us. Sounds like he feels like he has to.
He really is that monster from before. Just like you said, Takumi.
You were right about the enemy using Hemo-Animer as well.
Did she say Hemo-Animer?
So, how come he's speaking in human talk now?
Okay, we can all understand. Okay, thank goodness, so we don't have to worry about translating.
You guys heard that too?
Yeah. He said something about not running away.
So that means Shoma's gonna be able to talk with the, well, he'll be able to understand what the prisoner says. We still don't know if they'll be able to understand us, right? Could this be another side effect of our Hemo-Anima getting stronger? More importantly, who was that person in the cloak? I'd have remembered if there was someone like that the first time around. I think that's King Mickey from Kingdom Hearts. Just who are they, and what are they doing here? Oh, we'll be able to see person in the cloak on the battlefield.
What's the matter, Takumi? Is something wrong? We can win this, can't we?
Oh yeah, no problem. This guy's pushover. If I look too worried, it'll drag everyone else down too. I'm the leader now. I have to set an example.
Yeah, we're fine. Trust me. We won't lose to this guy.
Ima might die, but that's if I make him die.
Let's finish this, everyone.
Hell yeah! This Commander Jabroni's going down.
Yeah!
You kill me, I kill you. All's fair in love and war, right?
I don't know if you can do it that order. Anyway, I'll have time to think about this later. For now, the battle takes priority. We just have to focus on fighting and winning! We'll read a couple more comments in the chat. See, Quigita says, thank you. Vera says, Gaku, get him. Quigita said, yeah, I was gonna ask if he updated, because I assume if he did, that would probably have reset the server thing, and it's auto-connecting somewhere else. I'll need to check on that. It shouldn't have. It looks like it's fine at this moment, though. Oh. Wait, did he have 80 before? I feel like he had like 50 or something. 80 is more than 50. Almost Christmas means it's Christmas. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Well,
don't expect much
aggression
from me.
signal, as usual. Can we get closer there? What's the closest we can get? And that'll technically hit the boss, but I don't think these type of things can work on the boss. That'll be good. It'll at least keep the giant pink ball occupied on Shoma.
I'll get in there.
It'll also boost our voltage up a little bit. What is this? 80. So, if we give you an attack potion,
Ready whenever.
and you just lay in with your cranial fractures, can your cranial fracture reach the boss right now? It can. And so, yeah, we'll probably want to position her to do... I can't remember if he does counterattacks or not, though. But I feel like that would be useful. So let's have you take a...
My turn.
an attack potion.
I'll put this to good use. Ready whenever.
And cranial fracture on this guy. And a bit of all 4 is a lot.
Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but is this commander stronger than before?
I thought so too. I know I only watched the first battle on the monitor, but still.
No, you're right. He's considerably more powerful than the last time.
Huh?
If I had to guess, I'd say your time travel shenanigans are responsible, Sumino.
Yeah, that's the whole explanation. Just shenanigans.
It seems the enemy's Hemo-Anima reacted to your presence as well.
So, the invaders are all stronger now too?
Okay, we'll go with that.
What? What gives, Takumi? You never told us about that.
I didn't know. I had no idea it would even affect all of you. Never mind the enemy.
Focus, everyone. We can discuss this after we win the battle.
Right. Even if he has powered up, he's still just one commander. We have an entire unit.
Yeah, and that's just Takumi. Takumi's an entire
Stick
unit.
to the plan, guys. Work together, cover each other, and take him down.
Oh, okay. Let's do this.
We'll protect this school, along with humanity's future.
Okay, so what do we do? Oh crap, that didn't get us up to 100. Is her cranial fracture enough that it could kill that guy? Nah, he'd still have 2, darn it. Well, what do we want to do here? Because we could have Gaku come over and do his crazy shot, but it's not gonna do as much as it normally as it would with his boost. What can you do? Energy sniper. Oh, darn it. Maybe I should have had Hiruko prioritize that guy because someone could have hit him twice. Yeah, that was a mistake I made. What about Ima? Can you do anything? Your one-winged hammer thing? Do your aerial engagement? Aerial engagement, maybe? Over here? Just get some guys? Anybody with two? Huh. Ha 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 ha. I mean, it'd be nice if we can do things that'll hit multiple stuffs. Let's just, I guess, do that. No. We can't do that. We can't do that. There's like so many guys over here. We gotta wipe out some of them.
Let's freaking go!
Gaku's crazy shot can't even get over there. If we had you do your... Darn it. But you know what, even if they swarm us, then at least they'll be in close proximity to all of us. Yeah, so let's have Ima do your aerial engagement. Head over here, and we'll get some hits in on these guys.
I'll blow you
It'll also bring him to the front line, so maybe the bad guys will swarm him and kill Ima. And we're up to 100% voltage. Oh, not a Hiruko again. But at least she's hurting enough that she can do her last stand thing. It'd waste the attack potion we used on her, but who knows, it might be useful. Okay, play your turn. What is her final
Don't underestimate
last
me.
resort? That's not a whole heck of a lot. That's really not a whole heck of a lot. That's not even enough to kill giant pink thing. Okay, what can we do here? What can we do?
I can still hardly a challenge.
I mean, it would take it down to the point where it's only one. I wouldn't even get that many people. But it would do some damage to the boss, and that would be good. How's everybody else doing here?
I'll show you what's up.
If you do your crazy shot, Mike. Okay, hang on, I just gotta think. Because that is boosted now. Yeah, because she's dying anyway. And as a passive, that'll help pro tag. If we... Oh, that'll kill the grizzly! That'll kill giant grizzly guy, and so that'll be good for us. That'll give us another AP.
I'll show you how it's done.
Okay, so Hiruko, sorry that she's gonna die, but it's only a temporary death this time. Ooh.
Serves you right.
And our voltage is up. And we really only need to focus on this guy entirely. But let's see what else we can do. Let's see now.
Prepped and ready.
If we do your crazy shot right here, it'll take out a bunch of guys and give us another AP because that'll kill that one guy. So yeah, let's do that.
That's what I'm talking about. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw that. You did good. Okay. How's everybody else doing here?
I'll go, if you can stand me.
Okay. If I have somebody take out this dude, I can then move him down for his aggression signal to encompass more bad guys. So, let's... Also, how's your
all set.
energy sniper? Could you take out this guy? That isn't even enough to kill him. Probably have Ima head in there. Just because, you know, he's already, you know, we want him to die. So let's do that. That'll also do some damage to the enemy commander. And maybe he'll get retaliated against. Maybe. And that'll give us another AP. Okay. Big guy's gone. He's down to, still has 59. So now, if you move your aggression signal here, you're going to get a lot more dudes.
Maybe this will do something.
Let's do that, and let's pick somebody to do a big ol' attack on him. We haven't been using Darumi much. So, I mean, we could theoretically have her... Where's the... If we do it that direction, that'll also get another guy, give us another AP. Or if we do it that way... We should do it that way, because that'll wipe out even more guys and get us an AP. So, yeah, she's going to run down, do that.
Drop dead!
Okay. Things are starting to look decent-ish. I mean, I'm feeling okay. We're probably going to have more reinforcements coming every time. Okay, how's everybody doing? Ema is almost dead, so he might as well just do his last resort at this point. You guys ready for Ema to die again? If we move him right... how far can he move? Yeah, let's just kill Ema. And this will give us another AP because we're killing one of the Smurfs over there. And this will also give Protag even more boost because he's getting passives from all these things, yeah?
Ready when you are.
Yeah. So let's kill Ema.
That was too close.
Last resort. And just right here, yes.
I'm through with you!
And I gotta read some more in the chat. Let me read some more over on YouTube chat. Derma says, Blaziken, it kind of is. Spiritual sequel means the same style, but not directly related. If it was, it'd just be a sequel or a spin-off. Sveta says, Wunderbar. Derma says, the Eurobeat version of Wonderwall, Wunderwall. Blaziken said, for some reason I thought it was plot relevant. There is no excuse on my part, seeing as I have internet access and could have Googled it. Well, you know what you ought to try if you really want a spiritual sequel, also that is not story connected to Danganronpa, but is definitely a spiritual sequel, is Master Detective Archives Rain Code. That one is big time. Big time, yes, that. Okay, she's almost dead, but she's stunned. So she's probably just gonna get murdered by grapes. That is unfortunate. So she's gonna, it's gonna be a waste. A wasted death, sadly. What can we do over here? Can we give you some boosts?
Locked and loaded!
Because your deadlights still aren't enough there. How many potions do we got?
Ready when you are!
Attack potion +1. We still got 241. We could probably have somebody else do. Where are we at with the boss? He's at 46 right now.
I'm
Can
ready.
we do energy sniper? Still isn't enough to take out that guy. But let's see. What about you? If you do your special attack, that's 7. Do it like it's not really gonna accomplish a whole heck of a lot for getting other things caught up in it too.
Locked and loaded.
Killing boost. That would be able to, okay, that'd be pretty effective because we'd be able to get 2 more AP and do some big damage to him, but that'll put her out of commission. She'll be stunned. And her mobility might be pretty useful later if we need to thin the herd out even more. If only she could move just a little bit further down, though. Because then she'd also be able to get those 2 Smurfs. Maybe we should wait for them to get a little bit closer. So in that case... How is your attacks doing? Impact stab. If we run over here, we could start... Okay, if we boost his Hemo Anima 1 more than it already is, then we can get AP. Only have to worry about a grape and a grape. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go.
Boost your Hemo Anima for an attack boost.
Good to go.
And impact stab over here. And get that in 1 shot.
Here we go.
Do another impact stab right here. Get that guy in 1 shot.
All right.
Okay, that's good. Now, does that open things up a little bit for her, transportation-wise? Is there a... We can't give her any type of potion to cure. Yeah, she's gonna die. Like a grape is gonna walk up to her and kill her. What if we, at the very least, we could do a Deadlights over here and wipe out these 2. Although just a regular attack is gonna wipe you out. So Darumi's a lost cause. We are not doing particularly great. He's still at 40 freaking 6. What we probably ought to do is have you do your energy sniper and move over a little bit. Because the enemy commander doesn't seem to be moving from that location. And so if we can position her where she's just going to be able to lay into him every turn, that'll be good. So let's do that.
Taking the shot. I'm feeling weaker.
And plus, from a distance, he doesn't do a counter. And so that's nice. Okay, Shoma's possibly gonna die soon, too. Wow, yeah, this is not going as well as I might have preferred. But, what do we want to do? Do we want to...
Ready when you are.
We run our deadlights down here. We can then also start clearing out some of these guys next. Yeah, let's do that so that we can get her opened up a bit more. Deadlights down here.
How's this? I'm good whenever.
And then now we can do deadlights down here. If we do 2 in a row, that'll give us some more. Let's first of all give her an attack potion, though.
Just a quick drop out.
And
Locked and loaded.
deadlights down here. And yeah. 2 in a row.
Watch out. We do.
And gives us a bunch more
Leave it
AP.
to me. Don't try to
And this is going to get our voltage way up.
Keep it up. I'm taking the wheel. Leave it to me.
Go deadlights down here. We can do 2 more attacks and get some more up. Or just do... Sorry I'm having to think so much. Again, I will read some more chat soon. 1, 2, and then 3, and then 1, 2 there. Okay. Yeah, because we need to thin out some of these other guys. And this is also getting our voltage way, way, way up. Which would be nice because we're going to need to really lay into this thing pretty soon. Let's...
I'm ready.
Energy Sniper, what would it do now even? 39. And it still does 4. So yeah, let's thin the herd some more. First over here. And we'll do 2 in a row.
I'm taking the wheel.
And then deadlights. And that's going to take care of most of the guys over on this side except that one grape over there.
We did it.
And then we're still left with 3 AP. And at 300, so now we need to start doing some stuff. We're going to give you a Hemo Anima boost of an attack boost.
I feel so powerful.
And
I'll do my
can we give you one of the... We only have 1 attack potion left. We might want to prioritize that in case more people start dying.
Leave it to me.
You want to... What would your...
Don't expect much from me.
Avenge Buster, 7 plus 5. That would hit the enemy commander and kill a bunch of guys. Take him down to 36. It depends if we think he can survive another round or not. Actually, there's so few people over there, it might be worth it.
I can do this much.
And he'll be stunned. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. That'll do a whole bunch of damage to the commander. It's not going to use up any AP. And we're ourselves will gain 2 more AP from that. I'd move over to the left a little bit to get that Smurf, but then we wouldn't hit the commander.
I'll defend all of you!
You know, again, I will read some chat soon. It's just that this game does require thinking, regrettably. And now Jerumi's dead. I think that hit Tsubasa too, which was very unfortunate. We might want to have her move out of the way. Yeah, we gotta have Tsubasa move somewhere else.
Ready when you are.
So how many spaces away from the commander? So we just don't want to be in those 2 spaces right next to it. So if we do a deadlights over here, we're 2 spaces away, and that'll clear out these last grapes on this side. And then we'll use the rest of our turn. The rest of our AP, I think, is just gonna have...
Say when.
Okay, yeah, he's exhausted. Might as well have you do some sniper shots. 36, take it down to... It's different depending on where I hit him. Right there it's 34, and right there it's 31. Oh, because this involves us moving forward. So yeah, let's just do another shot there. That's 5. And if we do 3 more 5s, that'll take it 15, take him down to 16.
Leave it to me.
Health.
Taking the shot.
All right, just do some more shots on the commander.
Feeling weaker. I'll
And
do my best.
I know you're doing great, Kako. You're doing fantastic, Kako. And we want to conserve that. We might want to conserve that AP for next time. Well, we got 1 Smurf over there we can get, but we're gonna have a limited amount. Oh, and look, Shoma's almost dead, but he's stunned. He's stunned. So he's gonna die, and it's gonna be kind of pointless, just like Darumi. Not very efficient. Yeah, let's have her do one more.
I'm ready.
One more energy sniper, take it down to 16, and then we'll get the rest of the way on the next turn. Hope I'm doing okay. I hope Dermo's proud of me. I'm trying my best.
I can't stop now.
And Shoma's dead. So many of our guys are dead, but oh, and there's all the reinforcements. Oh crap, Tsubasa's dead. Oh, so many of our guys, but on the plus side, man, Takumi's gotta be strong. We have 3 AP. Honestly, that ought to be enough for her to
Leave it to me.
to finish off the boss with just like a couple of hits, yeah? Let's do at the very least one hit there.
How's this?
And he's at 7. Anybody want to use their special attacks? Gaku, you want to do your Gatling thing? Also just like kill a bunch of stuff? I mean, that'd be nice if you decided to like kill some things. I think we'd all appreciate your violence. Yeah, and that'll be enough to kill it. So let's have Gaku finish it off with the blaze of glory with one of these things. That's gonna also get us like 3 extra AP. Yes, we got it!
I'll hit you with all
Yay! No, I'll read some more in the chat again. Well, I gotta scroll in the chat though. Yay, Vera said, yup. It says Smarties, both of us. Chris says, kill him, Logan. Quita said, finish the...
in the fight
Oh
again.
my gosh, how many people died? 5 people died. Not as much as Ato's fight, but that's a lot. Quita says, finish the first volume of the Apple Light novel, Peak... Oh. Are we gonna, like, decide whether to... Will it give us a choice to not execute him? I think last time Hiruko killed him without us even having an option, because it was just teaching us that that's a thing. But we ought to be able to, like, interrogate him.
Is it actually over this time? Did we win?
Yeah, but Queen Kitty was saying, Peak, may I say, really should be a 12-episode anime, honestly. I think my next one after this stream will be a light novel about a guy with an elf wife making a pizza place. Vera said, oh yeah, I'm definitely bad, but it's fun to run around. A lot of the killer guys are nice, and let me go when they see how bad I am. Oh, that is nice. And then Vera says, oh, I've been playing Metaphor. I underestimated how bad my memory is because it's been surprising me with stuff even when watching Logan's streams. I go to Basilio. Oh, got to Basilio! Queen is, and then frowning face. So like that... incident with Basilio. Well, it's mainly with Fidelio, but yeah. Quita says, reliving the memories, that part of the game. Vera says, I lost an older sibling twice back to back. It's bad for my heart. And then over on you, I didn't know that about you, Vera. That is really sad. I'm so sorry. Everybody hug Vero, please. Over on YouTube, crap, where did I leave off? Blaziken said, yeah, for some reason I thought it was plot relevant. There's no excuse on my part, seeing as I have internet access and could have Googled it. Well, to be fair, I try to avoid Googling any of these things because I'm worried I'll find spoilers. Blaziken said, but yeah, I've never heard Wonderwall in my life. My local radio stations are super country music centered. Dermot says, I've only heard it is like 2 to 3 times, but that's because I don't listen to radio or Oasis. Blaziken said, in the span of an hour last year, that played Save Me by Jelly Roll 9 times, which, with factoring in advertisements, is a bunch. Says, the lack of music variety convinced me to play Sirius XM satellite radio as a Christmas gift for my mom's car. Derma says, I just have albums, CDs. Then, quote, baby is stored in the butt is the female equivalent of pee is stored in the I like it. Baby stored in the butt. Blaziken said, I miss the days of built-in CD players in cars. My mother drives a 2012 Chrysler 200 and has a touchscreen radio situation. I uploaded a USB stick with the P4G soundtrack to it, though. So, yes. I miss that. I guess I miss that, too. But I guess I don't use CDs anymore. It's still nice to... People should probably still collect physical media, even with music, huh? Blaziken says it's a nice option. I don't like having touchscreens in the car, though, because it takes your attention off the road where it should be. That's the thing, like, it's illegal to text on your phone, but legal to, like, touchscreen in your car? That makes no sense. Quita says, I still remember you yapping so much during Logan's streams about Doggo Bros, and I saved all of the comments. Vera says, sad face, I still loved him the same way, and was playful with him, knowing that he there. Broken heart, Ema did just say, yare yare. Did he? Quita says, theory I'm making now. The same Boom Blood upgrade Takumi did to his teammates also upgraded the invaders. So I guess that's what happened. And I guess that, so we'll go with that as an explanation then. So at least it'll still be challenging. Is it actually over this time? Did we win?
Yeah. I think so.
Hell yeah! That's what you get, invader scum.
Would have been a lot easier if Takumi hadn't powered up the enemy.
Sorry, guys.
Like I said, I had no idea any of this would happen.
We're bound to run into a few surprises when dealing with something as unpredictable as Hemoanima.
And time travel. I feel like that's unpredictable too.
But the important thing is that you won.
Hey.
Why sweat the details?
Oh, by the way, we're almost to the 2.5 hour mark, so people on Twitch want to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions. We'll check and see if we got enough for a raid later. It has been a laggy kind of a night. My apologies to the Twitch side of the chat.
I suppose it's fitting that a war as bizarre as this should be fought using powers that are just as strange.
What about that other person? The one in the cloak?
Is he still up there watching? Have we tried waving to him? Whoever that was, they must have slipped away in all the excitement. I still don't understand it. I should know everything that's going to happen, so why?
What do we do with that guy? Looks like he's not dead yet.
Darumi pointed to a few feet away, where the commander was still just barely hanging on to consciousness.
Please, I beg of you, don't kill me.
We have another cage! Maybe Shoma will fall in love with any prisoner. We don't know. Maybe he swings both ways.
It's so weird. I can hear him now. Clear as day.
Didn't you say we couldn't understand their language until much later, Mr. Sumino? Did our powered-up Hemoanima somehow change that?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool! Murder is that much more sickening when your victim can plead with you and beg for their lives!
Hey, answer me. You can understand us, can't you?
Huh? Oh, is he gonna take his helmet off?
Yes, I can.
Oh, crap.
But
It's such a tease.
why?
Then it's true. This could be our big chance. If we can speak to this commander, maybe we can get some useful information out of him. As long as Hiruko doesn't interrupt my thought process and murder him right now.
Why? I don't understand. Why do all of you have our power?
Your power? What are you talking about? Why can you use our power?
This is a sacred power. Only those chosen by God can wield it.
God?
Why is this happening? I'm one of God's chosen champions. I was supposed to be a hero.
Never be a hero, Muvrum.
I don't want to die in a place like this.
I think we should be taking all these people prisoners instead of killing them. He's so sad. I wouldn't kill people if I knew it would make them sad. The commander's breathing got more and more ragged until finally he passed out and slumped forward, almost motionless.
Hey, we ain't done talking yet.
He's asleep.
Ugh, what now? Should I slap him until he wakes up?
Too risky. Finish it off now before it has the chance to recover and attack again.
No, we got cages.
This is no time to hesitate. Screw your courage to the sticking place and end this battle.
Hey, it's just like, wasn't that the thing Blackwell said? In Ace Attorney one time, screw your courage to the sticking point.
He has a point, Takumi. And I'm in no mood to fight this one a third time.
Is it gonna give me the option?
I'm assuming you know how to kill these commanders.
Yeah, but I want the choice to not do it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm doing a pacifist route. I mean, other than all the ones we just killed. They don't count because they're not important. A pacifist for important people.
What's the matter? Don't tell me you're starting to feel sympathy for the enemy now that you can talk to them. Sentiments like that have no place in a war zone. You're here to win, to protect humanity. Isn't that why you came back in time in the first place?
Oh, I hate to admit it, but Siray's right. I can't afford to second guess myself. I have to finish up here and head over to Second to Last Defense Academy as soon as possible. Or do I have to choose between saving Second to Last Defense Academy and sparing this guy? This is the only way. Boo! I thought you would give me a choice, game. Whoa! Thank you, Weedle, for the Tomcat. I know that Queen Katie really hates the red screen, so I'm gonna choose someone here before I read the chat. I think the only person we never got around to giving this boost to was Ima. Where is he? Where's Ima? So we should... What's with that pose? It's so dainty. So we should probably give it to Ima as our way of saying sorry for getting you killed twice. So, yeah. Thought the game was gonna give me a choice. We'll do Ema.
Me? Sure thing.
Have fun, Ema. We'll get you killed more later. Oh! It's like he's taking a shower.
I'm brimming with power.
Extermination complete!
Ema's Hemon was boosted. Oh, and he gets it even though Gaku was the one who finished off. Okay, so whatever. Yay. Nice kill, 6. I'll read it. S rank. Remember a couple more comments to chat. Let's see. Vera says, boo. I can see it though, so everything won't be so too easy. Quita said, this background music during battles always gives me a heart attack thinking it's buffering, but no, that's the genre of music. Vera said, Guitar Man is shredding it. My favorite genre of music is when the guitar guy is doing the most when he doesn't need to. I love Gaku's tiny pick when you hover over him. Oh, my little guy. Oh, pin message written by Oak Pin by Vera said, nobody cares about Ema. Kill him a 3rd time. Do we want to permanently kill him, like take him out on an expedition and just like send him in to be like murdered by a bunch of monsters? Can we do that? Thank you for the pin message. Vera says, GeoGuessr would be fun for a just chatting, I feel. Well, there's probably like a GeoGuessing category, right? Queen Gator said, I would recommend GeoGuessr to you, Logan, but they've changed over the years. It's kind of PvP now, and you can't do solo till you either rank or something. I miss the OG GeoGuessr when you could just hop into the site and play on. That kind of sucks. Vera said, Bud gets old after they repeat places. Queen said, unless I've been looking at the wrong GeoGuessr, could you send me the link to the one you played, Vera? Vera says, let me ask my friend. It's called Open Guesser. Queen said, oh, it's a free alternative. Yeah, that makes sense, lol. Thank you. Vera with a salute says, I feel like they didn't have a lot of variety because, gosh, it kept repeating countries. Queen said, to be fair, some of the countries are freaking large. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Blaziken said, or excuse me. I think it scrolled without me. Oh, no, it didn't. Derma says, Blaziken, same. In the glove box, we'd have a few classics in case the radio is bad. Tubular Bells. Wait. God Shuffled His Feet. ABBA Gold. Also, there's no muscle memory or tactile feedback with screens. I concur with that. Toshi said, babies are social concepts. They're stored in the brain. Derma said, Toshi, what isn't a social concept though? Blaziken said, Hiruko is my type. I'm afraid. Chat. Derma says, Blaziken, heaven help you /J. Blaziken said, I have zero context for this game, though Dermo, so I may regret that statement. Well, on the plus side, Blaziken, in the first route, you got to see her doing a sexy pose in a bikini stepping out of a swimming pool. So we might see that again. That'll be a treat for you, Blaziken. Derma says, nah, just a personality thing. Blaziken said, so far no regrets though. I dig crazy. Sveta, well, then you might also like Darumi, or is she too crazy? Sveta says, good grief, how old are you, Ema? Blaziken said, 1126 timestamp, by the way, Logan. Derma said, Blaziken, oh, crazy, I'm up for arrogance. No. Blaziken said, in my opinion, arrogance isn't that bad as long as it's earned. Well, it is earned with her. Toshi said, isn't Blazy's profile picture Markiplier Akiyama? I'm crying. Blaziken said, Toshi, you know, Markayama, the goat. Okay, let's play a bit more and see what happens after the battle, because we also got to get to a save point tonight. Loading. It looks like we might not get to Second to Last Defense Academy tonight, but we have been making progress.
Wow, that was brutal. I wouldn't want that happening to me.
So when one of us absorbs a commander's hemo anima, it makes us even stronger? Yeah, that's right. But why did he call it our power? Did he just mean we both have the same power? Or could there be something more to it?
Hooray! Anyhow, that's that. Victory is ours. Good job, everyone. All that fighting must have taken it out of you. Let's celebrate with a bang-up banquet and replenish those nutrients.
And it's the party poppers before, so look, Blaziken. We got a little Monokuma popping out of there as an Easter egg. Also, there is another little mascot dude like this with a big purse like that named Nigao. We'll see him when we get to Second to Last Defense Academy, and he has a very different voice, so maybe you'll like that more for other Marshmallow Man.
Now you mention it, I'm starving.
I know a miserable water flea like me has no right to worry about serious stuff like this, but I'm so glad everyone got through it okay.
I want chocolate and candy, the type that'll rat my teeth and my brain. I I'm gonna hit the shower first. I feel totally disgusting, possibly because I vomited repeatedly all over myself.
Come on, Takumi, don't just stand there. Let's go.
Right. We'll all go take a shower with Tsubasa. I mean, I'm gonna go eat food. Everyone had survived, and we'd won the battle. I tried to tell myself everything was fine, that we had absolutely nothing to worry about. Try as I might, I couldn't shake off this odd sense of unease. But I had appearances to keep up, so I made my way to the cafeteria with the others. And happy music playing now.
Okay, is everybody here? Kawana, you all fresh and clean now? Then let's get this party started! Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die. It is a twist on the thing from the Bible. I had you guys all wrong, especially Kawana, Ginzaki, and the twins. You were all great out there.
Takemaru came stomping up and slapped his hand on Gaku's shoulder. Oh, this is nice.
And don't forget Gaku here. Your class weapon was so freaking awesome, dude.
You think so?
'Cause it's a game!
Oh, Odumi! I didn't know you slipped in. Odumi, how you doing? Let me have a sip of water here. In fact, let me read a couple more comments in both chats. I think I'm still kind of getting behind. Vero says, did you guys know there's a place called Baja, California? I was told it's where Baja Blast is made. I knew about Baja, California, but I didn't know about their blasts. It's the part of California that's in Mexico, right? It's the big long strip, the peninsula down there, isn't it? Am I mistaken? See, Vera said, but friends like to lie to me because I'm gullible, so who knows? Aw, I know what that's like. It's like someone telling me that there's gonna be a beach episode in Walking Dead. Quickity says the one who tricked Logan into thinking The Walking Dead had a beach episode. Yep, there we go. And Beer with a smiley face said, I'm surprisingly naive. Quickity said, that was me when Logan put the Morse code in the Discord. I thought, oh, surely this will give you a great and wonderful message. Then I get attacked with trauma. Was it really that traumatic? Vera said he's doing his best. I still don't know what it is. My guess now is it's the DDLC song. It's not. Huh?
Low-hanging fruit.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That is very fair. I think, by the way, though, we should all give Vero, and thank you, Vero, for the 10 bits. I think we should all give Vero prank amnesty to be able to go and check what the Morse code thing is, just to know that it's not anything worthwhile, just to look, and it's not like I win or anything, but I don't want you to have to keep going and not knowing what it is. It's not anything special, but I think you'll probably recognize it. Vera said, butterfly effect. Queen said, I still stand by my theory, and it looks like your theory was right, Queen Katie. Crystal with an emote. Queen said, oh, we understand the commanders now. Vera said, absolute cinema pose on the commander. Queen Katie said, they have names. Crystal said, they have names. Vera said, the commander had no business being a fine voice.
Objection!
Wow! If only that had been a few seconds later, because Crystal just said, speaking of the commander, would. And I think that's objectionable. Thank you for the objection. Emily, how are you doing? Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Let's see. Derma says, I'm used to arrogance being played for laughs. Life has a funny way of taking high people down, many pegs at a time. Toshi says, based choice. Blaziken said, it'd be like that, Dermo. It's just a lot more tolerable if it's from a place if earned arrogance instead of just arrogance based on immaturity. Derma said, to me, arrogance implies unearned. It's overconfidence, not rightfully confident. That's an interesting distinction. I can see the argument there. I can see it going both ways. Blaziken said, it depends on the perceptive, honestly. If someone was arrogant about their job, they'd been doing the job for years and mastered it, I would classify that personally as earned arrogance. Oh, hang on, just scrolled without me. I gotta scroll back up. Also, wow, it feels like I'm gonna sneeze, but I think I'm losing the sneeze. Crap, I think I'm losing the sneeze. And I'm so behind in chat. Holy cow, how far up do I have to scroll over on YouTube? Oh wow. Derma says, I would classify that as confidence, not arrogance, but at this point we're splitting hairs. Blaziken said, the word arrogance typically has negative connotations, but there's definitely a fine line between it and overconfidence. Blaziken says, pretty much, but yeah, have you watched any of the Danganronpa anime, Logan? There are a couple of them, and they're interesting. I watched after a second game, and it was pretty interesting. I did. I didn't watch the season 1 anime that was just the recap of the first game. I did, however, watch the anime that was like the sequel anime, Danganronpa 3, that kind of wraps things up, assuming you've played the first 2 games in Ultra Despair Girls. And I watched it the correct way, the broadcast order, not at the time when I watched it. I think Funimation just had it in like all of the what is it, the present day arc, and then the past arc and the future arc or whatever, but you gotta alternate the episodes, and I enjoyed it quite thoroughly. Blaziken, if you're a Danganronpa fan, have I asked you who your favorite is in Danganronpa? Derma says, Takumi did cause a massive hemoanima explosion. I feel like word of that has got to have gotten back. That's fair. Said maybe they have seismographs. Fruzzy says, so Mevram's friends call him Merv. Not anymore. Not anymore. They don't call him anything. I feel bad for the guy. Blaziken said bro had such a dorky sounding name for a giant red eyes black dragon clone. Derma said Fruzzy probably Mer. Derma says, or I turn to something like Murray. Sveta says, I like how during the initial run of the dragon seemed really intimidating, but actuality he was just hyping himself up. I won't actually run away this time. Fruzzy said Merv is a somewhat common name, so it makes sense for him to be a nickname if they canonically are humans. Well, it's like the name Mervin. And there was some movie or TV show or something made fun of the name Mervin. Mervin, what was it? I don't even remember. Anyway, let's play a bit more of the game and I'll be back to both chats soon. Yeah, you should let me take it for a spin sometime. I want to pull off one of those cool headshots on you.
Shoot the enemy, not me!
That goes for yours too, Tsubasa. You were drifting around the battlefield like you were in some kind of off-road stunt rally.
Thanks, but wasn't Shoma's mech suit cool too? It really got my mechanic sense tingling.
This is great, they're all bonding.
What actually powers it? What's the structure of the mechanical parts like?
Tsubasa, please, no. You shouldn't get too close. My body odor is hazardous to the health of everyone around me, especially girls.
At least this part is playing out more or less like before.
Of course, my dear sister was undoubtedly the star of the battlefield. Being modest, I think she scored 10 billion out of 10 billion.
Honestly, well, she and Gaku and I think they were the two biggest MVPs, followed by Tsubasa.
You're going too far again, brother dearest.
I seriously thought it was gonna be much worse than it really was. At this rate, we'll make it to day 100, no problem.
I doubt it will be that simple. The commanders are a lot stronger now, after all.
Yeah, but we already know what they can do and how to beat them, and knowledge is power. I don't think we have anything to worry about, do you, Sumino?
No, we should be fine. I've got to say, being able to talk to the commanders was a real shocker. They can communicate verbally and even hold a conversation, so they're more than just mindless monsters. But then, what are they? They were created by World Death to end the planet's life, right?
Makes them sound like cancer cells or something. Ain't no way to save everyone unless we get rid of every last one of them.
Well, that's what we thought before. I'm not so sure now, though. So it sounds like there's probably no route to, be completely pacifist. That's sad.
No, you've got it right. The invaders are enemies of mankind, plain and simple. While they still live, humanity has no future on this planet or anywhere else. They must be eliminated, each and every one of them. This is the only way. Genocide. F yeah.
Huh?
By the way, Sumino,
And okay, all joking aside, do not quote that. If that gets added as a quote, Twitch might think I'm serious, and I don't want to get in trouble. That was Ray saying that.
By the way, Sumino, about your plans. Do you still want to leave for the other academy tomorrow?
Yeah, the next attack isn't until day 17, so I'll make it back with time to spare.
True, but you never know what might happen. I can't have you all going and leaving this place undefended.
I know, I'll let you decide who goes and who stays. Oh, except ... Who am I taking with me? Probably Tsubasa to drive the car, maybe. Because, yeah, we got to take a van over there. Unless we're going to do a real swerve and say Ato is coming with us. Bringing our pet on a leash. Oh, I'll need to show him at the very least. This silly old guy. They won't hurt me if they see I have a pitiable man.
Me? What do you mean, Takumi?
Oh, that's right! We gotta fight that thing! The attack where Moko was captured was led by the little commander with the brainwashing arrows. Shoma's the only one who can resist them. We won't get very far without him. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I'd forgotten.
If you're fine with me choosing the others, then you think you can make do with just Shizuhara and Kawana?
Sure, that should be fine. Wait, you're going to second to last Defense Academy and you want me to go with you? I'd rather have some time to recover from the battle, but if my commanding officer and team leader want me, I'll come too. Thanks, I appreciate it. Sorry, that was Shoma. I'll be counting on you two, Shoma. We can't do this without you. Give me a little head pat, hair ruffle. Shoma? Are you okay? Whoa. He dead. He dead. Thunk. He fainted, and he's foaming at the mouth. Wow, I've never seen foam that color before. I'm gonna read some more comments in the chat now. Vera said, real, Kara was wearing the cloak, believe it. And then a lurge. Thank you for the lurk, Vera. Vera said, water. Let's see, when you get back, Kuya says, knew it, my theory is correct. Crystal says, we blame Takumi laughing. Crystal with the emote, Vera with the unlurk. Emily says, hello. Crystal says, hello, hello. Emily says, hello. I think I already said hello, but hello again, Emily. Crystal says, Twitch, shut it. I'm trying to greet people. Emily says, lol. Crystal says, your message failed to send. Shut up. Emily says, ah ha ha ha. Kuya says, lurk, I think I'm going to put Logan on my bedroom TV to watch from my bed. If anybody dies, yell my name so my chat lights up. Thank you for the lurk, Queen Katie. Vera says, welcome. Emily says, we. Nora says, Crystal says, noted, not Norad, noted, Katie. Vera salutes. Vera says, you did it on purpose. Quita says, unlurk, never mind. I forgot I took off YouTube app on my Roku TV. Oh! Emily says, noted, scream Katie's name to get their attention. Quita with a crying face. And Crystal says, oh, Katie. Emily says, ah. Quita says, oh, hey, Ema. Crystal says, may or may not be second Ema death. Quita says, new route, Ema death counter 2. Vera said, there it is. Emily said, well. Crystal says, and almost Darumi death. Emily says, oh my goodness. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Frosley says, Merv, oh, I read that. Blaziken said, this game looks super fun with the Fire Emblem style strategy RPG and the other bits I've seen. It is a fun game. I'm not good at that type of strategy combat, though, is the problem. But if you like it, then yeah, I'd recommend the game. I feel bad that you're getting a lot of spoilers, Blaziken, because we pretty much spoiled a lot of stuff from the main route. But obviously, the main route, like, sets the stage for the story. Now we're doing all the fun, like, branching paths things. Derba says, Blaziken, it is long as heck, though. Blaziken said, also, I think the only person I've ever heard use the term jabroni was Dwayne Johnson. I guess that's just something common in the Samoan lexicon, perhaps. I don't think it's Samoan. I think it's Italian, isn't it? Because I always think of that as like, hey, a jabroni, like a tough Italian New York guy. Look at that jabroni over there. Anybody want to check that out? Google the ethnic origins of the word jabroni. I always thought it was Italian. Especially since my high school had a lot of Pacific Islander kids, Tongans and Samoans, and I feel like I didn't hear jabroni a lot there. Blaziken said, Dermo, I enjoy long games, so long as they are fun. It just means I get more bang for the buck. I've got over 300 hours in Persona 4 on the PS2 for context. Dermo says, ooh, this game took me 120 hours to 100%, longer than any personal game I played. My first route took me 92 hours. Dermot says 100 routes is a lot. Blaziken said definitely sounds worthwhile. I just played through Persona 4 and PS2 a bunch trying to blindly 100% it to no avail. And then I got gold in and started all over when it went multi-platform. Dermot said if you put aside your dislike for Ema, he's one of the more powerful units. Great mobility and decent damage. Maybe I should start using him properly instead of trying to kill him. Blaziken said, so the Terror-like guy just gets to fight in a Gundam? Is there some context I'm missing for that? It is, well, everybody just has a different thing, but also he has a pet dog, so the Gundam has like a little dog thing. But his whole thing is he's just a tank. He draws aggro from everybody else. But yeah, I mean, I guess you'll get it when you play it. He has low self-esteem. He thinks he's worthless, but he's a giant, awesome mech. Dermot said, nope, that's his ability. He's a defense unit, though. Blaziken said, oh, that kind of makes sense. I should have really started watching at the beginning. Dermot says, Takemaru has a bike, Subats has a car, he has a Gundam. Blaziken said, so they're like summons that happen at the start of the battle. Yeah, when they're doing the thing with the sword, stabbing themselves in the chest, it's kind of like, think of it as kind of like the Evoker in Persona 3, except instead of like temporarily bringing a persona, it suits them up in their class armor, and they all get like a big class weapon thing. And some of the weapons are vehicles, some are like actual weapons. Blaziken said, or armor, or equips. There we go. Yeah, Derma says, Raincoat is great. It's if you took the investigative and trial segments and built a game around that. No killing game, just regular murder mysteries, though. Oh, but there's a lot of deaths, though. A lot of deaths. And a lot of the mini games feel like the Danganronpa mini games you would have in the trials. It's not. I do feel like Raincoat doesn't feel like a fully baked game. But I also haven't gotten the DLC, so maybe I'm missing out on some stuff. Blaziken said in terms of function, that is, I've heard of rain code before. It came out when I was super busy. I'm live and didn't have very good life balance, so I didn't partake in it at the time. Derba said, what are like summons? Well, summons is like in RPGs, you know, when it's like, I'm a summoner, I don't fight directly, but I'll summon like a dire wolf, go, my pet. Think of it as like D&D, but Pokemon, except instead of a Pokeball, it's like you cast a spell, maybe. Let's play a little bit more of the game. I hope I'm slowly getting caught up to one or both of the chats, because we have like 10 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. Last call for raid suggestions over on Twitch, in case we have enough.
Today was his first real battle. All that stress has got to take its toll sooner or later.
Come on, let's get him back to his room.
What a hassle.
You four meet me in the war room tomorrow morning. I have some intel to go over before you leave.
Is he gonna tell us about Nigo or something? Give him a password so Nigo will know that we're really from Sirei. We carried the comatose Shoma to his room and put him to bed. The rest of us were plenty tired after the battle, so we decided to call it a day. Yeah. I lay on my bed, staring at the ceiling and thinking about nothing in particular. As I did, a certain someone appeared out of thin air at my bedside. Oh, it's gonna be an Undying Flames boy. When do we get to give this guy a name? We gotta name him. Why is Claire de Lune playing for him? Is it just everybody who has Karua colored hair plays Claire de Lune? Maybe he's Karua's baby. Maybe she cheated on Takumi with Eito and had a baby, and Eito killed his own baby. You look troubled. You know, a little warning would be nice. I haven't seen you in a while. Sirei told me not to use my power so recklessly, so I can't send my avatar out very often. Yeah, I had a feeling he'd want to stop you. Is something bothering you? I thought everything was going well. Not everything. The enemy is stronger than I remember. There's more of them, and they even use different tactics. On top of that, I saw someone today I'd never seen before. It's not playing out like last time. You're uneasy because the future has changed, but really, you shouldn't be surprised. The smallest changes can alter the course of the future. Just by coming here, you already had a considerable effect on this timeline. If the invaders are stronger now, it's only natural that their behavior would change as well. And the more you do to change things in this timeline, the more it will deviate from the future you're familiar with. So does that mean that no matter how many times we skip around the timeline, like the enemies will scale with us, with our strength? I guess you're right. The changes are kind of scary, but I can't let that hold me back. After I meet up with everyone at the other academy, the future will change even more. There will probably come a time when I can't predict what's going to happen anymore. But that's the whole point. I came back because I wanted things to change. If I try to hold back on that, it'll all be for nothing. You're so determined. I'm sure you'll be able to change things for the better. You know, I'd like to change your future too. I'd like to stop the baby from getting murdered. Hot take, I know. Huh? You see, this is gonna sound weird, but what should I call you? Oh, game, please let us pick his name. All right, I don't really have a name. I'm just a weapon after all. Maybe we can think of one for you. Together. A name for me? Well, just don't expect too much from me. I'm no good at that kind of stuff. Oh, it's fine. I'm looking forward to what you can come up with. This guy spent his whole life shut in that little capsule, never going outside, never even being given a real name. Maybe he should be Omori, like Hikikomori from the hit video game Omori. And after our 100 days are up, he'll be destroyed along with the school. In spite of all that, he's gone out of his way to help me time and time again. Now, I want to do something for him. Isn't that what friends are for? I should get going. I'll be in trouble if Sirei realizes I'm here. We should work out some kind of system to summon him. We go and we tap a broom handle on the door to the fence room 3 times. Means come out and hang out, bro. Huh? Is he that against you talking to us? He wants me to concentrate on storing up undying flames to prepare for the final attack.
To be fair to him, creating this avatar does use up a lot of my energy. Okay, but try to sneak out when you can, all right? I'd like to introduce you to the others. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I hope we can make it happen. Pew! We should like set up a time. Say like appear on this day at this time. They can meet everybody. With one last sad smile, the ghost boy disappeared. Loading, saving, day 8. Ding doring bing boring. Bernard, suffering insufferable, violent, barbaric enemy. Please let me save before we automatically go to the war room. Waking up to the familiar morning announcement, I got out of bed. Here we go. Today, I'm going to Second to Last Defense Academy. The journey there and battle on day 10 will be stuff I haven't experienced before. I have to be careful. Sirey wanted to meet us in the war room. I better get going. Oh, thank you. It lets me save. Save. Well, so far we're averaging about 4 days per stream on the new timeline. Let me read some more in the chat. Queen Katie says, I love how captions here Darumi as Jerome. Should that be her new name? Just Jerome. Queen Katie says, captions, we got to have Sebastian look somewhere else. Oak says, unlurk. Sorry for lurking. I was making a song. Is as awesome as your less than 3 song. Oak says, it's mid. Oh! Oak says it's mid low-key. Have you seen the new JJK episodes yet? I have not. I looked up and the dubs are not out. The dubs are supposed to come out sometime this winter, like winter 2026, by which I mean first quarter, not like end of the year winter. So I assume that the new episodes, the English dub, are going to start coming out sometime between now and like March or April. But no. Oak says they are so peak. We get says hugs Vero over here. Says, oh, why am I getting hugs? Just because. Oak says hugs Vero. Quiggita says he read your message about older siblings. And there's some more hugs and some miscommands. Emily hugs. Quiggita says, oh, speaking of physical media, I found something cool the other day when I went to Goodwill. A DVD of the very first Doctor Who. Wow, like the old black and white stuff? More hugs from Crystal. Vera said, I'm getting drowned. Crystal said, then drown more Vero. And then some cake. And then some coffee. And then Oak says, bizarre. Like the adventure? Yes, like the JoJo's Bizarre. Oak says, reach out your hand, I'll save you. Queen says, theory, mystery guy decides to murder this commander. Crystal was a raid suggestions. Thank you very much, Crystal. I will copy these over to my text file over here. And I will be back to YouTube chat as well in just a minute because I know that I'm even farther behind. If there are any lurkers out there, because I feel like our lag has kind of stabilized. I don't know what was causing it so badly earlier, but it seems better now. So we do have some lurkers. So lurkers, if you're putting up with me while I'm trying to catch up in chat, I greatly appreciate you. We've got both Twitch and YouTube chat. I will catch up totally, I promise. Over on YouTube, Blaziken said, the Gundams and the cars and the motorcycles, I assume they're summons, but what appears when everyone changes into the battle uniforms, perhaps. I'm probably doing a horrible job of explaining something extremely simple and basic, and that's my bad. My brain's running on empty. No, I think it makes sense, Blaziken. Derma said they're formed when they transform, so I guess. Blaziken said that's what I thought. Thanks for humoring my question. Derma said this game battle system is great because it quickly conditions you to be blasé about death. Darumi's death will be inefficient. I mean, I feel like I've become blasé about our own characters' death, like our parties, but I still feel really bad about killing bad guys. But maybe that's just me. Sveta says, Gaku, real MVP. Blaziken said, I gotta wait for this game to go on sale on the Switch. I got the demo downloading right now. Nice. Huh?
Does YouTube not have slow mode?
YouTube does, but I don't know how to turn it on. I know Crystal has turned it on over there before, so I know it exists. That's a good question. I do like that YouTube has been so happening and busy tonight, though. But thank you for the 10 bits and the reminder on that. So, Dermo, are you able to turn on like just a little bit of a slow-mo there while I get caught up? Blaziken said, okay, I kind of vibe with Darumi. She's so real. I thought I would hate Darumi when we started this game, but she's surprisingly fun. Blaziken said, Mervrum has a mole-looking helmet. Oh, like a mole, like the animal. I thought you meant like a mole, like a skin thing. Derma says, wait, so we spared Ato, who is useless to us, but not the commander. Priorities are wild. I know, we could have gotten intel from him, put him in the other cage, at least, right?
Blaziken said maybe Ato has plot armor. Well, we could have killed him if we wanted to, but we decided to. I'm just bummed we didn't get the choice with Mervrum. Blaziken said 12:16. The minimum reference was neat. Okay, I'm still like a half hour behind, almost half hour, 25 minutes. Blaziken says Monokuma. Oh, Monokuma reference. Dermo says maybe she's referring to headshots as in pictures. It doesn't help that you make a thumbs up with this array comments. Blaziken said, I played Danganronpa years ago, Logan, but I heard back things about V3, so I should probably put the entire preconceived notion about it aside and go over the full context of it. Ultra Despair Girls is. Okay. So wait, have you played Ultra Despair Girls? Ultra Despair Girls, you play it after you play the second one. V3, I understand why it's very divisive. I think, and I understand why people would be upset with certain things. I think it's worth experiencing still in and of itself because it's still a fun game and has some really great characters, even if the stuff that makes people upset is understandable. So I'd say go for it. Blaziken said, just not my cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of shooting games these days. Well, in that case, wait, we already watched the anime, because the anime I know references story stuff from Ultra Despair Girls. What you might want to do then is just watch a playthrough or like find a YouTube video that's just like all the story elements. Unfortunately, Ultra Despair Girls does have some very creepy bits in it. I think a combination of the fact that A, you control a schoolgirl, and B, a lot of the bad guys are young children. There's some uncomfy stuff that I should warn you about. Blaziken said, and also like the shooting element, like the game mechanics really kind of suck on Ultra Despair Girls. The controls aren't good. It's not a good shooting game. Blaziken said, I quit playing shooting games back during the OG Call of Duty Modern Warfare days. I feel like games like this are better experience for yourself, so I don't mind spoilers. Okay, I'm glad. Derma said, I like V3. I feel like the series had higher highs and lower lows as it goes on. D1 being the most consistent, V3 having some of the best moments. I still think 2 is my favorite. Derma said, except for art and music, those get better. Blaziken said, oh yeah, Danganronpa definitely has good music. Undying Flames guy should definitely be called Fuego Freddy. Blaziken said, I googled it. So Oak had suggested Dave. Blaziken has suggested Fuego Freddy. If we get 3 more suggestions, we could have a full-on poll. Frilzy says, I agree with calling him Fuego Freddy. Blaziken said, the term jabroni is Italian-American, but was popularized by professional wrestler The Iron Sheik and carried over by Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Dwayne Johnson, where I eventually heard it. Okay, so that makes more sense. Blaziken said, you're right if I'm remembering what you said correctly. Oh, it scrolled without me. I gotta scroll up. Oh, I'm almost caught up on YouTube. And Frozy says, if it came down to pursuing Ato or Fuego Freddy as your, pursuing Ato or Fuego Freddy as your yaoi partner, who would y'all choose? Well, here's the problem. Fuego Freddy is a baby. I would not romance the baby. Just saying. Blaziken said, I haven't gotten to know either one much. I can't make a decision. Derma said, Fruzy, neither. Fruzy says, lame, but oh well, sigh. Derma said, nope, can't turn on slow mode, but don't have perms for that. Oh, I'm sorry, says Possible, though I've seen Crystal do it. There we go. And I'm caught up on YouTube right as Crystal did it. Let me catch up over on Twitch then. Vera said, he's too darn fine for this. I'm dead. Crystal says, reveal your face and maybe we'll make a prisoner. Would it be great if he had a good voice, then unmasked and he was ugly? Like, we're going to spare him, then unmasked. He's like, and then they kill him. Oak says, ad quote, I wouldn't kill people if I knew it'd make them sad. Oak says, not on my watch. Jumps into the ocean and carries Vero up. Queen says, a third time? Hiroka, what does that mean? Wait. I assume that means like the time they all fought him in the shared timeline. Then when Takumi fought him in his timeline and then her, unless she's talking about a third one? Crystal adds the quote. Oak says, starts giving mouth to mouth. Emily says, ooh. Oak says, I'll save you. Quita said, oh, never mind. Hiroko means tutorial pre-day 2. This one, then possible third. Oh, wouldn't want to fight it. Third time's a hypothetical one. Okay, now I get it. Quita said, I got paranoid. Emily says, oh goodness. Crystal said, remember that she confessed that this was not her first time fighting them. First outside of school, second here in school, and this is this scene. Quita said, no, I realized what she meant. Crystal said, that's what I think at least. Quita said, I forgot that we fought this commander before at the start before rematch. Emily says, Quita says, like in the OG route. Emily says, what? Lol, the pose. Oak says, nobody cares about Ima, kill him a third time. Emily says, blood shower. Oak with a clip. Okay, for anyone who is still lurking or who is new or does not know the deal, if you post a clip, we watch a clip. Let me load this clip up into the clip viewer so that we can all watch it together. This is telling me how far behind. Still 32 minutes behind in the chat on Twitch. Are you kidding me? Hang on, I gotta get rid of that. This clip from Oak is titled, Logan Tries to Aura Farm. Oh, it's gonna be the pose thing. I don't think I did it well. didn't look good. And then at the end. Thank you very much. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. That just opened up a different program. I meant to press that to take down the clip viewer. Thank you very much, Oak. Emily says, into the void. Odumi says, I didn't know you're streaming. I would have rated you. I just ended stream. How's ever tonight? No worries, Odumi. I hope you had a good stream. It's good to see you. Emily says, E.A. Kuma. Vera says, I think one of my friends got a crush on another. I'm geeked out. Oh, I like this. There's romance within the friend group. What? Odumi says, ooh. Emily says, ooh. Vera said, I love seeing friends in these situations. I wish I feel like it's been a long time since I've had like a real honest to goodness crush. I wish I could get a crush. Vera says, I think it's because I don't spend enough time like out and around hanging out with people in like real IRL in-person situations. It's all either work or online. Odumi says, ooh. Emily says, ooh. Vera, I read that. Oak says, such juicy gossip. Vera says, I know, right? I don't know for sure, though. Odumi said, that's amazing. Quita said, I finished reading the first volume of a light novel about a guy who died and became an apple. Vera said, I'll keep observing. Emily says, party. Odumi says, hi, Logan, I'm good. I'm gonna go to bed soon. Oh, if you're already gone, hope you sleep well. Thank you for being here, Odumi. Crystal says, rest well. Emily says, fruit. Oak says, what is the Morse code? Well, you gotta translate it for yourself, I guess. Quita said, if Vera doesn't know, we have to educate them. Emily says, true. Quita says, check the Discord. Vera says, exactly. Emily says, yes. Vera said, general chat. Emily says, ha ha ha. Vera said, this is my reaction before checking. Emily says, hi, I'm wonderful. Quita says, pinged you with a Morse code reply. Oak says, it's not even bad. Vera said, it's the B movie tearing my hair out. I tried to do like a full scene, but it's like, you need Discord Nitro, so I had to keep like shortening it and shortening it and shortening it until it would accept it. Quita says, I'm so sorry, Vero. That was my reaction too. Here's the thing. I've never actually seen the B movie. I just know it's used for memes where it's like this movie, but every time this word is said, it's the entire B movie. Vera said, I thought that joke died. Quita said, so did I, but no, had to have PTSD flashbacks. Emily says, yeah. Vera said, I can't be mad about it. Oak says, when I was in 7th grade, one of the only fun websites that was unblocked on school computers was the entire B movie script. Emily said, sadness, we never got Danganronpa 2 anime. Well, but, I mean, the Danganronpa 3 anime, one half of it is focused all around the Danganronpa 2 characters. It's basically them before Danganronpa 2. So I think that counts. I mean, it's sad knowing what's going to happen to all of them when the game hits, but it's great. And we got Danganronpa 2x2 coming up. Quita said, Takumi, I just like this little guy. He's a silly little loser. Oh, for bringing Shoma along. Oak says, ad quote, they won't hurt me if they see I have a pitiable man. Crystal says, Takumi, you killed Shoma. Oak says, Shoma remains the best character in the game. It's not even close. He's up there. That's for sure. Quita says, oh wow, time passed by. You know, I just glanced over to Logan's About Me on Twitch. It says we're alternating playing Persona 5 Strikers. Oh crap, I need to update that. Thank you, Queen Katie, I forgot. Thank you. Oak says, I don't know what you mean. That's exactly what's happening. Logan has never played Walking Dead before. Oak says on Tuesday, he'll get back to playing Persona 5 Strikers. Queen Gita says, so true. Emily says, piano. Crystal says, Flameboy is trans Karuwa /J. Maybe I can respawn the theory somehow. Vera says, everyone who happens to be pretty with light hair is Karuwa. Oak says, Flameboy is David. Emily says, true. Oak says, Karuwa is my uncle. Oak says, ad quote, I'd like to stop the baby from being murdered. Baby killer Logan. Crystal says, yes, this is what I told Katie, that Takumi names Flameboy. Guya says, I hope it's something good when Takumi thinks of something. It's gonna be Steve. The Japanese equivalent of Steve. It's gonna be like, I don't know, what would that be? Emily says, yes. Oak says, David. Emily says, give it up for day 8. Jingle bells. Saving. Oak says, did my objection not go through, or am I just that laggy? Holy crap, I'm so behind. Emily says, oh my Doctor Who lucky. Goodbye.
Tanaka.
Sure. Oh, and that would be nice because it'll remind us of the wondrous President Tanaka. I saw an interesting tidbit about President Tanaka. Apparently in like the original Persona 3, at one point Maya, when you're talking to her over the computer, insults Tanaka by saying, I don't like him. If you see him, tell him that he talks like a girl, which I guess in the Japanese language like is slang for accusing him of being gay. And so it's like, oh, Maya, you use that as an insult, huh? But yeah, I just learned that. I don't know if it's true, but that's what the internet told me. And when has the internet ever steered me wrong? So thank you. Yeah, we should name them. Okay, that's our 3 options. We got David, Fuego Freddy, and Tanaka. We got 2 more slots if you want to get in more. And maybe next 100 line we can have a poll. If we want, or we'll forget. We will see. By the way, Vera, you did miss the random Transformers check at the beginning of the stream. It was Blur. Let's see. Quita says, yeah, I plan to test/watch it sometime this week because I've always wanted to see it from the start. I know nothing about this show. Well, I don't know if you want to start from the very, very beginning. I've tried watching a few classic Doctor Who, and they could be hard to watch. I would personally recommend starting with the Christopher Eccleston season. That's a real good jumping on point. So I would recommend that. Queen Katie Emily says it's so good, you love it. Queen says, well, no. One thing of Doctor Who, there's My Little Pony version. I've heard that. I've told you guys before that I've cosplayed as the 10th Doctor from Doctor. I grew my hair out a bit more and more floofy there. Had the suit, the coat. Somewhere around here I've got my sonic screwdriver and a pair of 3D glasses. Emily says, yup, some emotes. Oak says, add quote, I would not romance the baby. Crystal says, adds a quote, says, about Fireboy. Vera said, we are going emotes only, except there's so many VIPs that are immune to that. Oak says, Logan has a crush on President Tanaka. Queen says, you never seen the B movie? That was a legit fave of mine as a kid. I own the DVD and watched it so many times. Oak said, I've seen the B movie and it's so bad. Queen said, though looking back on it, I'm so glad the B love plot went over my young head back then. Queen says, anyway, Oak says, I hope you're okay with a vague spoiler, but the bee keeps trying to F this lady. No, I've heard all of that stuff. Isn't the boyfriend played by Patrick Warburton, though? Am I mistaken? Guia says, and that's just a side plot. Oak says, and the movie somehow tries to get us to think the boyfriend is in the wrong for not wanting his girlfriend to F a bee. F-A-B. That's just 3 letters. The fab. Vera said, blur again. Crystal says, we have Minecraft Steve. We have 100 lines. Stevwa. Vera said, I will give you a new Transformers check. Horrible! I actually have an action figure of Horrible. They did a 4-pack, a multi-pack at Target. And it's the first time I've ever gotten a Horrible. Well, oh no, I've had Horrible toys, but for the first time I've had a Horrible action figure. He's a headmaster. He's a Decepticon headmaster junior. Hangs out with Fangry and Squeeze Play. Yeah. Queen said, yes, I'm aware old shows could be outdated and racist. I just want to learn the origins. Well, it's not even that I'm talking about with Doctor Who. It's so slow-paced and so dry and difficult to get through. At least the ones I've seen. I've only seen a couple. Chris, I've tried to watch, I think, 2 or 3 times. Chris said, Twitch, let me send messages. AMC will hydrate message. Thank you very much, AMC. Emily says, I love classic Who. Tom Baker era. Well, that's what everyone always talks about, right? With the big long scarf. AMC. I did enjoy, although it doesn't make a whole lot of sense with the continuity. I did enjoy. I saw the made-for-TV movie with the 8th Doctor, Paul McGann in it. I enjoyed that. Just in and of itself as a thing that existed. AMC says, Twitch murdered my streak. I'm sorry, AMC. Emily says, John Petrie. Colin Baker. Fruzy says, Fuego Friday. Fruzy, you're over on Twitch. I should check YouTube again because more chatting has happened over on YouTube. Fruzy with some emotes. Fruzy says, oh crap, I didn't realize he was a child. I retract my question. He's only a baby, technically, I guess. But yeah, he's technically a baby in a big golden orb. And that's just an astral projection of his consciousness that we're seeing. Dermot says, no, Frulzy, no. Krista says, he a baby. Dermot says, child, he's an infant, possibly fetus. Frulzy says, so Ato will be the yaoi lover, and Fuego Freddy will be our adoptive child. How about that? It's a big happy family. Well, a very dysfunctional family, but a family nonetheless. Blaziken said, my theory is that Fuego Freddy is a version of the main character from a drastically further along time jump after absorbing enough power to become the Undying Flames. Ooh, that's interesting. Or maybe, what if it's similar to that? What if he is from the future? What if he is Takumi and Karawa's baby from the future, and he inherited Takumi's hemo-anima skills and ended up traveling? But why would he travel back in time? I like the idea. I like what you're thinking. Derma says, never had an IRL crush. Never? I had plenty of them. I do wonder if my bad luck with dating has killed my ability inside to have a crush. I feel like the one thing that would jumpstart a crush is if a cute girl came up to me and is like, I have a crush on you. Then I'd be like, I now have a crush on this girl. Blaziken said, the B-movie video game is really... There's a video game of it? Is really fun. It puts a bunch of the licensed games of the era to shame. Derma said, watch the B-movie. It's so weird and questionable that it loops around to being incredible. I'd like to see it. It's on my list. I've just never gotten around to it. Let's see. Blaziken said, I enjoyed the B-movie as a kid, but it was definitely a product of the times it was released. Blaziken said, Tanaka is a pretty cool because if you want to start his social link until the last day of the game, you can skip the entire final boss fight and go to the ending scene. Oh, everyone was telling me about that. He was my favorite character in Persona 3. I love President Tanaka. Frulzy says, aw, Tanaka, my beloved Persona 3 baby girl. Ah, Frulzy, excellent taste. Derma says, he's only a baby. Technically, it's a wild phrase. I caught up to YouTube. Now let's catch up over on Twitch. Oh, it scrolled without me. I gotta scroll up a little bit. Where did I leave off? I'm almost done. I'm almost caught up to chat. If you're still lurking and you're putting up with me catching up to chat frantically, you are very generous and nice, and I appreciate you. Let's see. Vera says, "Oh, is he a recolor of Snarl?" That's my first instinct. No, the original toy was an original mold. The new one is a remold, a retooling of Skull Cruncher, another Decepticon headmaster, but changing his alt mode from a crocodile into a bull. I got some complaints about the new toy of him, but we can talk about that later, I guess. Quita said, "Oh, nah, I love slow pace. Oh, then it might work out." Emily said, "Yeah." Oak said, "Thank you for the very aura stream. It made me smile." Quita said, "Anyway, thank you for the very, oops, we powered up our foe stream." Crystal says, "It's oops, all powers." Crystal says, "Name Flame Boy Snaily." Oh, I miss Snaily. All right, there's our 4th nomination. Chris said, "Thank you for the very Takumi, what the heck stream." Oh, and Tanaka works because it sounds like Takumi and Karua. So it kind of works if he ends up being their baby. Emily says, "Yes." Vera said, "Thank you for the very fine Commander stream. 'Twas fun." Emily said, "Thank you for the stream." And oh, there we go. 3 hours, 14 minutes, 53 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night on Twitch. And I gotta catch my breath because that was a lot. That was a whole heck of a lot. But, okay, if you are still lurking after that long stretch of catching up with the chat, let me give you the rundown on all of the stuff with our channel. Once again, my name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We are currently alternating between 2 games. One is this, 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and the other is The Walking Dead. I'm going to post our social media links in a link tree into the chat. But yes, that means that no stream tomorrow. Mondays is when I post our updated schedule over on Discord. I'll copy this link tree over to YouTube as well. So look out for that. Tuesday is going to be the season finale of season 3 of The Walking Dead, and Thursday is going to be where we're picking up here tonight. Then, yeah, I know words and things about words. Let's go ahead and pick out one of these raid suggestions. The one with the fewest number of viewers is this one here. So let's see if we have enough to populate a raid. Crystal has already posted the raid message into the chat, so we'll copy that down on your clipboards. I'll post again just in case anyone missed it. So there we go. Crystal says, "Nice." And then Oak says, "Woo." Emily says, "Woo." I'm excited for the season finale of this season of Walking Dead because I'm looking forward to putting the season behind us. And then there's just one more season of pain. And Vera says, "Huzzah." Oak says, "Good night, everyone. Love y'all." Emily says, "Night." Vera says, "Good night, friends. I gotta watch the Walking Dead VOD." You gots to, but I love and appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for putting up with all the lag we had at the beginning. I thought all that time was behind us, but at least it feels like it's not as frequent as it was before. Over on YouTube chat, Blaziken says, "I gotta go to bed, Logan, and hope the rest of your evening goes well, and your week is fantastic till the next stream." Thank you, Blaziken, for being here, for hanging out. Hope you have a great night, too. Derma said, "Night, Blaziken. I'll head too." Am I saying Slan? Good night, Dermo. Thank you for being here. Crystal with the heart, Emily with the hearts. Chris says, "Oh, he hates Trip." Oh, now I do. Not initially, but now I really hate Trip. I also went from thinking about Eleanor of like, oh, she's so cute. Oh, even Eleanor. But yes, you guys are amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me. You guys have no idea how much it means to me. This community is amazing. You're all wonderful. I can never thank you enough for spending time with me. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your Monday. We'll see you on Tuesday for The Walking Dead, Thursday for 100 Line. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. And for those watching over on YouTube or watching the VOD, good night as well.